Wes has definitely got some experience under his belt. It should serve him well here this evening.
Yeah, Oak Hill, watching some film on Oak Hill. It looks like they run like a pistol wing tee with a couple up. Running a lot of double wings to the left, Matt, as lead blockers. But the quarterback is accurate when he throws the ball, and he's very athletic. So it looks like they try to run their offense through their quarterback because of his athleticism. But back to Will, Will's going to be the key to our success, or Wes, yeah.
We'll do that 100 times, folks.
Yeah, forgive me. So back to Wes Briggs. So Wes he's a prototypical, NFL quarterback. He's about 6'3", 6'4", probably 220 pounds. He's trimmed down over the summer, been working a lot on his speed and footwork, and you can tell. So the sky's the limit. He has a very high ceiling as far as his potential. The key is you graduated a whole veteran line last year, so now you got a whole young line coming in, Matt, that's got to get gelled together. Game one, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes, and then of course it's the timing of the game one. It's just going to be fun to see how these guys mature throughout the season. Both teams last year struggled. Wellston started out hot, went 5-0, and then finished 0-5. Oak Hill went 1-9. But you can see on film the improvement that Oak Hill's made over the years. So kudos to the coaching staff there for sticking with the kids. And we're getting ready to go do the national anthem now, man. So we'll take a break.
Yeah, Katie King's getting ready to bring the band on the field, so we'll give it just a minute or so. Try to stay with you as long as we can until they start hoisting the colors. Oh, this is it. I'm sorry. We'll be back here in just a second, folks.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company, which started in a garage with 2 people and a
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I should have listened to my partner on that. He was right the whole time. I thought they threw us. Normally, the pregame, the band comes on the field. They do a fight song, and then they'll play the national anthem. Things are a little bit backwards here tonight. I'm sure that has to do with, Scott Adams always parachutes in, brings the game ball in. So he did that. That's a Wellston tradition. And then had the Hall of Fame stuff, so I'm sure that threw it off. But anyway, if I can go back to what I think I was getting ready to say before we had to take a break there. I think the key for Oak Hill is know that Joe Briggs is going to make you defend the whole field.
Right.
Now, you got an all-conference running back, senior Josh Clarkson, returning for the Golden Rockets. I don't know what his end-of-the-year numbers wound up being, but I know going into week 6 last year, he was close to 700 yards of total offense.
Yeah, Josh is a difference maker.
Now, they won't be able to throw to him as much as he's going to carry the load. They don't have the running back depth. Mason Collins, Seth Lambert, gone to graduation. So Josh is going to have to stay healthy, carry the load.
Yeah.
But look for Wes Briggs to throw the football. You got some new guys coming up. Carmine Crabtree is going to be a key at wide receiver. Let's see, Bailey Usley's actually out. That's another thing I wanted to mention. He's broken collarbone. So no Bailey Usley for the Golden Rockets. One kid I want to mention for Wellston to keep an eye on, and I'm not sure how much time he'll get, but he showed a lot of promise in the 7-on-7 and the scrimmages, is Aiden Arthur. He's a freshman. Not a very big kid, but man, he is quick. Number 15 for the Golden Rockets, so keep an eye out for him. So Oak Hill's going to have to defend the whole field, and I think for Wellston the key is stop the run. Don't let people run it down your throat, and that's going to be the challenge because, as you mentioned, Nate, a lot of transition for the Rockets. Graduated 14 seniors last year, so a lot of pieces moving around on the line. So going to be some work to do.
Yeah, Devin Barnhill is going to be a key figure on that line. Of course, comes in as a senior this year. He's had a lot of experience on the line, and he's a good leader. He has a He's shown a lot of leadership both on the basketball court and on the football field. So I know the coaching staff's going to lean on him a lot to make sure that line gels. And when things get tough out there, to keep guys, from falling off the edge. But like we said, back to Wes Briggs. Wes probably has one of the highest just ceilings as a quarterback as our school's ever seen. Now, of course, having the ability and putting it out there is two different things, but I think he does. Ever since I've seen him as a freshman, the kid's been fun to watch. Just watch him warm up. He throws kind of like Joe Burrow. I mean, he's not afraid. He'll sit in there and he'll throw in tight windows. So I look for a lot of exciting things from him this year. But then you got Josh Clarkson. Josh Clarkson's a playmaker, and he's also, we know him well, Matt. You do. He is a senior leader out there, and we got to keep him healthy. He's had injuries over his career. This year, you got to have him because he is going to be your feature back. Yeah. And when he gets loose, man, he's hard to catch. He's like a rabbit in the field.
Very shifty. Yeah. Very laterally quick. So definitely keep an eye out for Clarkson to see what kind of night he has. I know him and Devin Barnhill were the two captains for the coin toss.
Okay.
I'm not sure who won the toss, but I know the end result is Oak Hill will receive. So we'll get the ball at the half. So that's always a good thing.
Yeah, good.
To start for opening night here at home.
So some key guys I marked for this year. Last year, of course, Roger Woods, Wes Briggs, Josh Clarkson, Grayson Sykes, Scott Davis had some big plays last year for linebacker. I look for him to come and have. He laid the wood a lot last year.
Yeah, he's a hitter.
I mean, and then he changed our kicking game too. And then of course he actually continued a kicking game from Weber the year before. Then we have Devin Barnhill, of course, we already talked about. And then Braden Myers is someone who we've seen a ton of potential out of. It'd be nice to see some consistency out of him where he can get on the field and make a big difference. But here we go, Matt. It's kickoff time.
It is. Number 44, Scotty Davis, has the ball on the tee for the Golden Rockets. Back deep to receive for Oak Hill, number 11. That's William Strickland. And can't see the other number. I think that might be number 3. Bryson Costello. So we'll do better on these numbers as we go through the game. Didn't get a whole lot of time to study him beforehand, but the kick is away. It's going to be short line drive caught by number 11 right about the 20-yard line. It's going to cut to the left-hand side up the sideline. Going to be wrapped up by the kicker, Scotty Davis, and dropped right at the 35.
Yeah, just like we said at the beginning, Scott Davis was a big key player last year. The defense is always a downhill type tackler, and right there he showed up right there. That's what you wanted from your big-time player, number 44, Scott Davis.
He's Wellston's version of Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
don't sell him short because he's a kicker.
Well, and also in bowling, he's a 2-star athlete. He went to the state in bowling last year.
Very good bowler, yeah.
So the kid's got talent. And he's fun to watch. Like you said, he's got a personality about him. Oak Hill coming out under center, Matt.
So your safety for the Rockets, Carmine Crabtree. And straight quarterback run over the right-hand side, has a little bit of room, cuts up the middle and gets a gain of about 7, maybe 8. And Clarkson comes up with the football. Turnover, Golden Rockets.
Refs called him down.
Clarkson, the senior leader, right on cue.
Refs called him down. Said he was down before they stripped it. So right there, the quarterback was, from my angle, I was met. He lined up in the shotgun.
Now that's a turnover.
Did they call it turnover?
Yeah, that is a turnover. Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
So
Good turnover. Good
Golden
job.
Rockets football. So Josh Clarkson, I don't know if you could figure out a better way to start your senior year.
That's the way you want to do it right
come
there.
Come out and cause a turnover on the first play. So the Rockets will come out now. Wes Briggs, of course, the quarterback. Your line, I know Devin Barnhill is going to be in there, number 51. Let's see, Brandon Ireland. The center, Trendon Hickman. Briggs in the shotgun. Clarkson offset to his right. Number 2, Roger Woods, wide to the left. Carmine Crabtree, wide to the right. Clarkson, rocket motion to the side. Briggs drops back to pass over the middle. Caught by Carmine Crabtree. Crabtree on a skinny post. Has a nice gain of about 30 for 25 for the Golden Rockets. And like we said, Wes Briggs will throw it.
Beautiful play, Matt. Last year we were hoping for some more eye candy for the snap right there. Josh Clarkson went in a rocket motion. Looked like he was going to get the pitch. All the defense eyed on him, and then Wes looked him off and threw a nice dart down the field.
So tempo now. Clarkson, hand off to Clarkson. Clarkson jukes, cuts up inside the middle, has a nice little gain. Probably going to give him about 4 maybe on that. We got a bad angle. We're kind of behind the sticks, so we'll see where they mark it.
Yeah, I like that first play call. Back to that, they ran that last play pretty quick. But anyway, so Clarkson looked like he's going to run a pre-snap pitch motion. All the defense looked at him. They faked the pitch motion, and then Wes found a player wide open down the field, man. Great play to start out with.
So Briggs in the shotgun. Scotty Davis, the wing back to the left. Clarkson offset to Briggs left. Roger Woods wide left. Grayson Seitz in the slot. Hand off to Clarkson. Nope. Kept by Wes Briggs. Briggs running a little bit of option there. Kept it. Not sure that was the right decision. Nonetheless, he does get back to the original line of scrimmage. So they're going to bring up 3rd and 7.
And that's the one thing that, you know, when you do that read option, it's pretty tough when you get out there and you start going game speed. And that's something Wes, once watching film, he'll see, hey, one better to hand that off to Josh than versus keep it right there. Oak Hill did a good job containing him right there. They weren't full.
So Briggs in the huddle now. Wellston's going to slow things down on 3rd down. Clarkson will be the lone back. Scotty Davis will wing back to the right. Grayson Seitz in the slot to the right with Roger Woods. Wide Carmine Crabtree isolated wide left. And we've got a false start.
It's like our
going to be called on, I believe, number
line.
67, Brendan Hall.
False start against the Rockets.
So that's just, you know, we talked about a young line. This is the kind of stuff you just have to have a little bit of patience. If you're a fan, if you're a coach, just know some of these kids are young coming up. A lot of them, this is their first start under the lights on a Friday night. So get a little bit of the jitters out and move on. It'll be 3rd and 11.
You never want mistakes, but right there, you know, it's one of those things as a coach. Hey, listen, at least he was ready to go. You know, he's charged up, ready to go. Given the situation, first game of the year, you can give him a pass on that.
So Coach Briggs, offensive coordinator, stays in the same set. Now Clarkson's going to motion off to the right-hand side again. This time Briggs motions out. He's going to have to get rid of it. Throws towards Clarkson. It's incomplete. And Briggs will take a hit. No call on the late hit. That's the right no call. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 11. So the Rockets, after a big first play, kind of stall down here inside Oak Hill territory.
Yeah, Wellston went right back to the same play they started the game with, and Oak Hill wasn't fooled. They read it nice and kind of they penetrated the offensive line. It was right in Wes's face. Wes didn't have time to make a good decision, but good defense by Oak Hill. Brings up 4th and long.
He had time. If he would have seen it, I think he could have probably thrown a little shuffle pass to Clarkson, but didn't see it. Nonetheless, here we are, 4th and 11. The Rockets going to go for it. Clarkson motions out to the left. Briggs back to pass. Across the middle, intended for Carmine Crabtree. Throws high and incomplete. And the Rockets will turn it over on downs.
Right there, Wes really stepped into that ball, man. Put it right in the window. Of course, as a receiver coming across the middle right there, you know the safety's coming down. So that would have been a tough catch, but I tell you what, he stepped into that one and make sure that if one person was going to catch it, it's just going to be his guy. So, hey, not a bad series, Matt. You kind of learn something about your team here a little bit and make some adjustments, talk to the guys on the sideline as a coach, and back to 1st and 10 for Oak Hill here.
So Landon Osborne and a quarterback going to have a referee stoppage. Switch out to football.
So it's 9:46 left to go in the first quarter. Still score 0-0. Wellston on the first play of the game picked up a fumble from Oak Hill. Drove down the side of the red zone. No score. Oak Hill takes back over. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line.
And this time, keeper again. Nothing doing. That's number 54. What a hit. That's Ethan Case, the junior.
Nice hit. So Oak Hill's just kind of going their bread and butter. This is what they did a lot in film. The one thing I noticed in film is they'll set something up. They'll do a little misdirection. So let's see if we see something like that, Matt, here pretty soon. But they just pretty much like line 2 lead blockers up, snap the ball to the quarterback, and let him run. But they've done a good job in situations 2nd long where they'll pass the ball right here, where they'll fake it and then pass. So you got to stay disciplined right here as a defense. Look here.
So number 21 in the backfield. I think they had him lined up at quarterback and had Osborne lined up to his left.
So they called it encroachment.
So we do have a flag, and they are going to mark it off against the Golden Rockets. I believe that might have been number 51, Brandon Ireland. Jumped a little bit early.
Sophomore, getting those jitters out. Like I said, if you're jumping early, I can handle that.
So not sure who's going to get the snap here. Goes to number 21, straight right-hand side run, tripped up and brought down by number 14, Josh Clarkson. Number 54, Case in on the end of the tackle. That'll be a 1st down for Oak Hill.
They're not doing anything fancy. They're just kind of lining more blockers up on the side than what we have defenders right now, making nice little plays. You know, getting 2 or 3 yards, 4 yards, on each play right now.
Yeah, what you see is what you get.
Right.
So that was number 21, Blaze Ford, and this time the snap is going to go to Osborne. Osborne hurdles a man, and actually it was not Osborne. That was a good fake, I guess.
Too.
It was Osborne. I'm sorry.
Well, I think we got it mixed up with 15 and number 1. So who is number 15 out there?
Number 15 is Bo McNeil.
So they'll lull you to sleep right here, Matt, according to the film I've watched, and then they'll just bust out a big play action pass. And with a young defense out there, you got to, as a coaching staff, you go, hey, stay disciplined. Don't be overly aggressive. Make sure you know it's a run before you go downhill.
So Clarkson's technically a corner, but he's lined up as an outside backer. Right now, snap.
And there's a little
Osborne,
counter.
he'll keep. And no, he did not keep. Man, the play fake is working for him this evening. Got us twice. That play was number 8, Justin Irwin. Picks up about 12.
And then, of course, when they are having success like they are, Matt, just running, they just run a backdoor counter right there, and it's you open for a good, 11, 12 yards.
So number 56 for the Golden Rockets,
Yeah.
Braxton Knox-Ousley will check in for Brendan Ireland. So give the young sophomore a breather. Knox-Ousley in on the defensive line now for the Rockets. Pitch, straight keep. It's going to be a left-hand sweep. Clarkson giving chase, took a bad angle. Landon Osborne around the left-hand side, and he's going to get another first down. Shot down inside Rocket territory at the 45.
Landon Osborne pretty fast, good athlete, but I tell you what Oak Hill's doing right now, they're just overpowered. You know, they're lining up and loading up each side and running behind of them. Well, then they're having the success coming back away from that play action also, Matt. And that's where, as a defense, when that play goes away from you, on that backside, you got to be disciplined. You don't want to chase too far, get aggressive, because that's when you get a big counter run. So right here, just play deep, and right here's a good opportunity for them to do a play action pass.
Clarkson's going to want that one back. He over pursued just a hair.
Yeah.
He had the outside edge set. So Osborne in the pistol. Direct snap to number 21. He's going to be wrapped up in the middle of the field after a gain of about 3 or 4. Probably closer to 4. So that's a nice gain by number 21, Blaze Ford.
Yeah, I mean, right now, of course, the way they're doing this, it'd be tough as a defense because they're lining guys up there and you don't know where the ball's going. They're snapping to different guys. Number 1, Osborne, and who was that, Matt, that just took that snap?
Blaze Ford, number 21.
So, and then Osborne, if I remember right, that's Jay Blankenship's nephew.
I believe so.
Yeah, so Jay Blankenship, of course, and
Oak Hill's got some nice-sized fellows on the line.
It's a big switch here.
So they're winning the line of scrimmage right now. Direct snap to Osborne to the right-hand side. Has plenty of room. Nice right-hand sweep. Cuts upfield. Gain of about 16 or 17. And that'll be another first down for Oak Hill.
You see right here, right now, see Oak Hill, they're overwhelming us on the other side. But our D end and our backers got to come up. Our D end's got to come up and set that edge. Come up. Don't get smashed down on the side. Get upfield, seal that edge off, and then you force that guy back inside to cut. Just like we say, you see a butt cut it up. If there's nothing there, like there is right now, they're just getting yards on the outside. But our D ends and our backers got to come up there, and the corners got to come up and attack. So watch something misdirection here. They got a lot of momentum one way. They could catch us off guard right here, Matt.
They have not split anybody out wide yet. So Osborne and Ford in the backfield next to each other. We'll see who gets the snap. This time going to go to Ford. He'll follow left-hand side right up in the middle. Trap block. And that's going to be a gain of another 6 or 7. I didn't see who was in on that tackle, Nate.
I couldn't see. It's just a cluster of Rockets there. But they're just overwhelming us, with numbers and confusion right now. Because right now our defense is not sure who's getting the ball. In a typical offense, certainly a lot of times one guy's getting the ball. So right now we're just trying to catch our breath and figure out what's going on.
Same formation to the left-hand side. High snap. Ball's passed. And number 21, Blaze Ford has to fall on it. So Rockets catch a little bit of a break there. That'll be a loss of about 9 or 10.
So takes them down, third and about 15, 20. What is that, man? Do the math here.
Third and 22 is what the board says. I don't think it's quite that far.
Or no, they said third and 17.
Third and 17, ball on the 22.
So right here, I've seen him pass the ball well. So don't be surprised you don't see a pass or a counter reverse.
Yeah. And I would imagine you're playing 2 downs here if you have to.
And as a head coach, man, for Oak Hill, that's got to frustrate you.
Both teams having a little trouble once they get deep into enemy territory here. Another snap on the ground, and this time number 8 has to fall on it. That's Justin Irwin. So 2 bad snaps in a row for Oak Hill. Absolutely kill the drive, and that's going to back them all the way up to the Wellston 41 or 42 yard line.
I mean, I'm happy for that because I'm a Wellston fan, but when you're from a coaching perspective, you get your heart breaks for that coach over there because you're like, we're doing everything right. It's not shoot yourself in the foot. And right here, this is where we've gave up a lot of plays the last couple of years, Matt, when we're like, all right, there's no way they're going to get this fourth down or whatever.
And somehow it
and
happens.
they'll scramble forever.
Yep.
So you just got to stay back and be disciplined. I put two guys deep.
And that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Nate right on cue. Grayson Sites, Carmine Crabtree, the two drop safeties. This time Landon Osborne going to run off to the left, see what he can get. And he'll be cut down in the middle of the field, not going to be anywhere near the first down. But
He's still got, 15 yards out of it?
Yeah, about 12. So I'm sure if you're Oak Hill, you're happy with that. That basically turns into a punt.
Right.
So you put the Rockets in pretty long field. They're going to get the ball about the 30-yard line.
So, of course, Wellston get a big break right there. So let's capitalize on this. And now that Wellston has one series under the belt, I suspect they'll come out a little more relaxed, a little more focused here.
4:29 left in the ball, left in the first quarter. Score still 0-0. Rockets have the ball at their own 29-yard line. Briggs in the shotgun with Clarkson to his left. Too wide for the Golden Rockets. Briggs takes a snap, hands off to Clarkson. He's going to get a lead block. Scotty Davis. Clarkson breaks into the open field, and he's going to have a nice gain of about 11, and he's going to take a shot at the end of that play. Blaze forward. Nice, clean hit by number 21.
Yeah, nice run there, and that was led by Scotty Davis, man. He set a nice block, sealed that hole. The line did a good job giving him a little bit of space, and then Scott come over and just cleaned him up. And then great job by Clarkson by having the vision, staying low, and getting some yards, 10 yards on that.
Yeah, and that's if the line can execute, that's what you'll get. Clarkson's been known to average about 7-8 a pop if he gets going.
I mean, our line looks good. Look athletic.
So Briggs in the shotgun. Clarkson going to motion over to his left-hand side and set. Trips to the left for the Rockets. Briggs, hand off to Clarkson again. Straight up the middle is Clarkson. Another nice run. 15, still driving, hard tackle. Nice job, Josh Clarkson, on a gain of about 17.
Hey, good job by the line, creating a hole, and then getting to the second level with the linebackers. And then Josh doing the rest. If you look at his legs up close, the boys' legs are, they're huge, they're thighs. So
they have trouble finding pants to fit him, I know that.
I mean, right there, he showed the power, and the offseason workouts come into play right there. I mean, he just drugged 2 or 3 guys for 4 or 5 yards.
I think you'll have to ask him. Don't quote me on this, but I think he finally broke 400 on a squat rack.
Whew.
So that's a stout young man.
And he's what, 5'4"?
5'6" with cleats
5'6".
on. Fake the handoff.
Wide open.
Slant. Carmine Crabtree. Ball's caught. Crabtree off the left-hand side. Breaks the tackle. Up the sideline and goes touchdown. Carmine Crabtree, the sophomore wide receiver for the Golden Rockets. His first varsity touchdown.
Hey, right there, a good run game right there. Set that up, Matt. Good play action. The defense bit on it, and they're giving Crabtree cushion out. I got goosebumps, too. We both got goosebumps.
Baby.
So, and then, I mean, West put that ball right on the money, man. Great route by the Crabtree. Good job after catching the ball, beating defense in the end zone. That's exactly what you want to see. And like you said, Matt, I got cold chills myself.
My goodness. You got to be happy for that young man. Sophomore gets his first varsity touchdown, and he's filling some big shoes.
Right.
You lost Kale Fott to graduation. This is a guy that just stepped up, caught a slant, and took it about 40 yards.
And like I said, you saw just the ability that West has right there to put the ball in the money.
So Scotty Davis on to attempt the point after. Hold is down by Briggs. Kick is up, and he got it. It's good. So the Rockets take a 7-0 lead. With that, we'll take a break on a change of possession. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. You're listening to Golden Rocket Football on Fox Sports 105.3 FM and 1330 WYPC AM.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
I went from a dead-end job to endless opportunity.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. With advancement opportunities, an on-site health clinic, and generous retirement benefits, you too can be more at Bellisio Foods. Apply today at BellisioFoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO Foods.com/careers.
Cottle Chipping is focused on providing logging and land clearing services with the highest levels of customer satisfaction and will do everything they can to meet your expectations. With a variety of offerings to choose from, they are sure you'll be happy working with them. There is no job too large for Cottle Chipping. Cottle Chipping has been in business for over 40 years, which is experience that you can trust. For more information about your logging and chipping needs, call Cottle Chipping at 740-596-5984. That's 740-596-5984.
True fans know that success in football is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockhart Insurance Agency. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Position for the Golden Rockets as they pin Oak Hill deep. Nice kick by Scotty Davis.
Yeah, that's a perfect kick, man. That just went right over the guy's hands, fingertips, and you couldn't ask for a better start right there after the big play touchdown that we had last drive. And so the crowd's getting into it. We're getting into it, man. It's a good start, Matt. Like you said, we got chicken skin. We got it's just football Friday night. There's nothing better,
man. I'm kind of perplexed as to why Oak Hill has their return guys playing over top of the 25.
Well, obviously they're not respecting the kick, and right there he made him pay.
Expect that to change going forward, no doubt.
So let's see if Oak Hill shows a little composure here, or do they, kind of continue off where they left last time, 2 fumbles in a row in that last offensive series.
Wellston playing on one high look with Carmine Crabtree. Direct snap to Osborne, cuts off the right-hand side, breaks a tackle, and he'll be brought down by Scotty Davis, but not until he picks up a first down. That'll be a gain of about 12.
And you can just see the threat that Osborne brings. He's one tackle away of breaking one, and once he gets loose, there's not many guys in the field that can catch that kid. So good job by making sure he didn't score there, but we got to maybe come downhill a little more aggressive from our safety position. And I know, who was that? Carmine Crabtree's just a sophomore. The kid has a ton of talent, and so as he gets more playing time, he'll get more comfortable back there coming downhill, seeing that run. But the safety is a run support, and when you come downhill, you mean business. And like Chris Spillman used to say, run through the guy.
So Oak Hill finally has a man split wide. I believe that is number 8, Justin Irwin. And number 13, we've got a timeout called by Oak Hill, so scratch that. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Be right back with you.
People's Bank Student Checking Account is designed for teens and college students. The special account allows for experience managing a checking account with a highly rated mobile banking app, along with the People's Bank Debit MasterCard for purchases and ATM use. It also offers
Montgomery
options
Truck
for direct deposit and mobile check deposit.
The truck driver
is one of our locations.
most vital assets. For long and short haul or for a better estimate, call
building success. For now,
MDOtruck.com.
Member FDIC. Member FDIC.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Start and end your day with McDonald's in Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're always cooking up something great from your Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur McDonald's. And I'm loving it, and you will too.
True fans know that success in football is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockard Insurance Agency. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies.
So it'll be a handoff to Ford. So Oak Hill accomplished what they wanted to. Spread everybody out, create some room in the middle. Make sure you get a nice gain on first down. That'll bring up second down and maybe a yard.
Wellston was pretty confident that was going to be a run because they didn't line up anybody on that number 2 receiver. They were just sold out on the run right there. Hopefully Oak Hill didn't see that and look for an audible. But right now I know Oak Hill's just trying to, hey, let's get back to what we're doing successfully. Don't fumble the ball, and we'll score if we keep doing what we did before. And right now they're showing, hey, they're continuing off the success they had in the first drive, or that second drive.
So you got number 13 lined up as a tight receiver, Walker to the right. In the shotgun is Landon Ousley. Ford to his left. Takes a snap, hands off to Ford. Ford counter to the right. Has some room over the right-hand side. Breaks loose. Following his blocker, number 44 with a nice block. I'm going to give that kid a shout-out. That was a great play by Mikey Williams, a senior. Cleared the way.
Let me give some kudos right there to the DNs over there, an outside linebacker in the corner. They forced that play back inside, did their job, but now we got to come downhill from the linebacker middle linebackers, and then our safety's got to be more aggressive, come downhill right there, and we'll stop those plays.
Now, I'm sure Wellston's happy that we got a 7-0 lead, but, the biggest factor going forward in this game is you got to understand on defense you're losing the battle in the trenches. You're losing the battle on the line of scrimmage, so they're going to have to come up with an answer there. That was number 44, Williams, lead blocking about 15, 20 yards downfield, giving his guy plenty of room to make plays. So Osborne in the pistol, Ford to his right. High snap again. Going backwards is Irwin is going to have to fall on it, and that's another bad snap for Oak Hill. If not for that, man, this game might have a completely different complexion right now. That's three that have been major, major drive stallers.
And let me tell you, snapping the ball, shotgun snap is not easy.
Not at all.
I feel bad for the kid because, you know, he's back there trying to give it his best. And right now, you know, that Oak Hill kid feels really terrible, you know, but hopefully his teammates are picking him up. Kudos for us because we're Wellston guys. But, you know, from you know, you hate to see a guy just kind of struggle like that because it's tough. But here we go, second and
14. That's longer than that.
Yes, second
about 25. 24 is what they got marked now. So this time, snap to Osborne. He'll just keep it and get wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Stacked up by number 54, Grant Warnock, number 56, Knox Ousley.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line getting there and getting their hands on the defensive line and to keep them off the backers. The backers come downhill and make some plays on there. It's a good job by Wellston making some adjustments. And right now, I mean, Oak Hill's completely sold out on the run. So last time they ran 2 plays, even though it was 3rd and 24. So what do you expect here, Matt?
Go back to what you do. I think you're playing for, see what you can get on 3rd down. But don't be surprised if they try to throw here. Clarkson checked back in, and that's valuable rest for him.
Yeah.
Hats off to Aiden Arthur on that check-in. He played 3 or 4 plays in that series.
So we had number 15 that was running route downfield. Who's that kid there? Number 54, Kilbo McNeil. So they were going to pass right there. So as a defense coordinator for coach, he was like, hey, listen, they're going to most likely pass. Just watch it. Just don't get burnt deep.
That's it.
I mean, give up yards, play soft, but then come up and make a tackle. Don't be overly aggressive where you miss a tackle. Swarm the ball, and then keep it from getting a big, silly first down.
Wellston where they want to be, 7-0. Start of the second quarter. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. We'll be back to second quarter action right after this.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA agents are extensively trained, and that training never ends because you are too important. ERA Martin & Associates with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Montgomery Trucking in Wellston informs listeners the truck driving industry is one of our country's most vital assets. For long and short haul or for a better estimate, call 384-2138 or visit mgotrucking.com.
Start and end your day with McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're always cooking up something great from your Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur McDonald's. And I'm loving it, and you will too.
True fans know that success in football is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockhart Insurance Agency. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come see the friendly faces at Gas and Stuff in Hamden for great deals on your favorite stuff. Gas and Stuff offers a wide variety of scrumptious hot and fresh pizzas and subs. Don't worry if you're watching your calories. They also offer crisp cold salads. And don't forget about your favorite Ohio lottery games. Gas and Stuff, convenience with a smile.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA Martin & Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
Coach against Oak Hill probably 4 times, and then one year we couldn't stop them for nothing.
Yeah.
They're doing exactly what they're doing here. I mean, they're just 3 yards here, 4 yards there. I can remember how frustrating that was as a coach, because like no matter what you did, you couldn't stop them. And you know the game went by so fast, and so I know I'm sure the coaching staff right now is of course feeling the same way. It's like, all right, what do we need to do? And then the big thing is just keep it simple. Go back to the basics. Just talk to your guys. Hey, listen, what are you seeing out there? Don't make things more complicated than they ought to be. Just of course, you know, eye on the ball, make a play. Shed the blocker, make a play.
Number 6, Sam Gentry will kick, the senior for Oak Hill. Back deep is Carmine Crabtree in the middle. Shallow just a little bit in front of him off to the right hand. I guess left hand farthest away from us is Aiden Arthur. And I can't see who it is on this side. Can't get a number. Young man's been over just a little bit too far.
Is
number 5?
River Wyatt. Yeah. Number 5, it's sophomore.
So a lot of young kick returners back there for the Rockets. 9:09 left in the first half. Tie ball game. Oak Hill just scored. And they'll get the ball back to Wellston. If you're Joe Briggs, this is frustrating. The style of offense you want to play requires you to have the football.
Yeah.
And then they're just eating up so much time with it running the ball right now. It's got to be a little bit aggravating. We get the ball at the half, so that's a good thing.
Oak Hill did a great job coming back and staying poised and get. It was a nice drive they had there.
Gentry's kick is away. It's going to be fielded on a bounce. Crabtree, it bounces away from Crabtree. He's going to have to pick it up. He kicks it. Oh, my goodness. He's going to pick it up and try to run. He's coming back to our side of the field, breaks the tackle, gets around the edge, and he'll be driven out of bounds just at about the 15-yard line. And really, that was not bad considering the circumstances.
Yeah. That ball took a weird hop. I mean, that wasn't on him.
No.
It bounced, and then I tell you what, it's not easy catching a kickoff anyway, but when you catch it or it bounces like that, then you're running for it and trying to, and you know you got guys headhunting for you. There's a lot going on right there.
He was looking up and looking at his feet.
And the kid's only a sophomore, so good job by him just collecting the ball and just getting something out of nothing right there.
Yep. So Wellston will have it inside their own territory at the 15-yard lines to start this drive. Briggs in the huddle, they break pretty fast. So it must not be anything too creative coming here. We'll see. Roger Woods is going to split out wide right. Inside him in the slot is Grayson Seitz, and then wide left is Carmine Crabtree to the short side of the field. Clarkson offset to Briggs right. Briggs takes a snap, hand off to Clarkson. Clarkson counter, breaks up inside the middle, trying to break tackles. He'll be brought down by 3 Oak Hill Oaks. Not going to get a call on the face mask. He's going to say to grab the collar.
Yeah.
And Clarkson might have a gain of 1 if he's lucky.
Hey, it's a nice little jump cut. As soon as he caught that ball, there's a guy right in his face. He jump cut around him and made something out of nothing right there, man.
Yeah, what could have been a loss of 2 turns into a gain of 1. So not bad by the senior running back to keep that from getting too far out of hand. 2nd and 9 upcoming. Still in the huddle is Briggs. Another quick break. Clarkson's going to be offset to his left. Twins to the left. Scotty Davis going to come wide left with Carmine Crabtree inside him to the slot. Grayson Sights in the slot to the right with Roger Woods. Briggs, 2-step drop. Pass over the middle. Carmine Crabtree again.
Touchdown.
This time he's loose. Nobody's going to catch him. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Carmine Crabtree. His 2nd of the night.
Man, big time throw. Great protection. And then great route. And wait,
My goodness. What a coming out for that kid,
I mean,
man.
he hit him right in stride. And Oak Hill couldn't catch him. So that's, I mean, right there, it shows, like, you know, the potential that Wes has right there, man. And then, of course, when you got a guy that can run a catch like that, and line gave him time.
Yeah.
Everybody did their job right there. Great job, man.
What a play series. What a play call by Coach Briggs.
That brought us up to 13-7 for those who's listening on the radio with 8:12 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Scotty Davis on to attempt a point after Wes Briggs to hold. So just like that on the opening series after the Oak Hill score, Wellston answers. Now for the extra point. Hold is down. Scotty Davis's kick is up, and he got it again. So that one's good. 14-7. Golden Rockets lead. We'll take a break on the change of possession. Matt Peterson, Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. You're listening to Golden Rocket Football on Fox Sports 105.3 FM and 1330 WYPC AM. We'll be right back.
Looking for a strike of fun and a slice of something amazing? Roll into Leo of Wellston, where the good times roll and the pizza hits the spot. Bowl a turkey, eat a slice, maybe both at once. Hey, we don't judge. Pro tip, bowling burns calories. Pizza adds to happiness. Find us at 15 North Park Avenue in Wellston, right where the fun lives, and give us a call at 740-384-6670 to plan your next night out. Leo of Wellston, where every night is a pizza party with pens.
True fans know that success in football is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockard Insurance Agency. We care about what's important to you, and that's why we believe in helping you select the right insurance for your needs. If you want to protect your auto, home, farm, or business, you want Lockard Insurance on your team. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to.
Montgomery Trucking in Wellston informs listeners, the truck driving industry is one of our country's most vital assets. For long and short haul or for a better estimate, call 384-2138 or visit mgotrucking.com.
Start and end your day with McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're always cooking up something great from your Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur McDonald's. And I'm loving it, and you will too.
True fans know that success in football is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockard Insurance Agency. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Yeah, Hunter Gillen, I guarantee you didn't expect that ball to come to him. So nice reaction for him. And it was to see a sophomore for Oak Hill right there. So making a play there for Oak Hill, make sure he didn't fumble that ball. So let's see what Oak Hill does here. We're making adjustments, and as a coaching staff, for defense, you just got to make sure you guys, keep things fundamental. Set the edge. Don't chase the play until you know it's going to the backside. And then come down the hill, which you realize it's a play from the linebacker in the safety position.
So no change in the formation. Everybody stacked to the left-hand side. Ousley with Ford to his left in the shotgun. Takes a snap, and he'll just keep it himself, going left-hand side. And this time wrapped up and brought down for a gain of 1.
Scotty
Number
Davis.
14,
Josh Clarkson, yeah.
No, you're right, Scotty Davis. Because Scotty Davis made the initial hit. The shadows are playing tricks on me with those numbers. Of course, Clarkson's 14, Scotty Davis is 44, so if one of those numbers is obscured.
Well, I think Josh assisted on that, so yeah, good job by both those young men. And Wellston's doing a lot better job, you know. Of course, they made adjustments on the edge. They're setting the edges a lot better. Like we said, right there, they filled the gaps and come downhill, shed the blocker, and then made the tackle.
No gain on that play. Look for a trap here, Nathan. I think that you just didn't have any success on the edge. Watch and see if they come back to that interior trap. And that's exactly what they do. Ford, this time nothing doing. Scotty Davis again. Yeah. So another big hit by Scotty Davis, and he's going to be assisted by number 71, Braden Myers. Braden's built like an M1 Abrams tank.
Yeah. So right here we got, third down, ball midfield. I'd almost say that Oak Hill's in 4-down territory in their mindset. They got nothing to lose. And so see what I don't think they get too crazy. They just stick with what they do and maybe try to get to the edge or a counter, Matt, right here. Yeah. Something to get us off balance where you get our defense going one way and then bring it back the other way. They got two split out here, two by one receiver set.
So Ousley in the backfield with a wing back, and that's Williams. Jet motion by 21. Ousley up inside that, and he's going to be tripped up and brought down short of the first down. But they're going to mark him about 2 yards short.
So that's what they did. They did jet motion, try to get the defense looking this way, and then, of course, ran a counter back the other way. So nice play call, got nice yards, and great effort after after he went down, trying to get some extra yards there for Osborne. So they're going for it, Matt.
4th and a long 2. Yeah, he didn't punt down here when he had it 4th and 5 on about the same place.
I do the same thing right here.
So you got to believe your guys can get you at least the 2.5. If it's a long 2, but I don't blame him at all here. Ousley, straight keep, and Clarkson was blocked completely out of play. Ousley's going to get a first down, but barely, as Grayson Seitz cleans that up.
And right there, Clark forced him back inside, and then right there, our flow from the backside has got our cutback lane. Our linebacker's going to be coming downhill right there, and the safety's got to fill that lane right there to keep him from getting the first down. So Josh did exactly what he's supposed to do.
Just barely going to give him the first down. He was double teamed too. I noticed that on that outside.
Yeah, he came up, took one of the blockers exactly like he should, and then and then said, "All right, boys, I did my job." And that's when you do your job, and everyone else do their job. And right there, they still got the first down. Not a big game, but just enough for the first down. So still 14-7, Matt. 58 to go in the second quarter. And just for those folks who are listening on the radio.
Yeah. If you're Oak Hill right now, you got the ball right where you want it. You can eat up all this time. There's 5:48 left in the half. And you have the ball, you're down 7. So usually everybody stacked to the right this time. Usually going to take it, hand off to Ford, going the other direction. Clarkson cut him down in the backfield. And he might get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's Clarkson. Comes up flexing.
I missed his tackle right there because I was watching the big number 75 for the line. Man, he got out there on the edge block, and he's 75 and 78, they're very nimble for the size they are out there. So I missed Josh's big hit right there. Great job, Josh.
So he did get back to the original line of scrimmage. And we're going to say that's just because he's about 3 feet taller than Josh. He fell that far. Josh cut him down about 1.5 yards shy of the line to gain. So 2nd and 10. Ousley and Ford. Everybody stacked to the left. Ousley drops back to pass this time. Pressure from Barnhill. Ousley throws it up. Clarkson just about picked it off. And the ball's incomplete. Ball intended for number 3, I believe. Bryson Costello was in the vicinity. But great pressure by number 52 for the Golden Rockets. That was Devin Barnhill, the senior.
Coming up, a big play right there. He's one of those unsung heroes. Back in through the younger ball years, in middle school, he was a tight end. When he came to high school, they moved into a lineman. And a lot of times, guys don't handle that very well. Devin's done a great job stepping in and embracing that role. And he does a great job on both sides of the line of scrimmage at the line.
Something I've noticed Coach Graham is trying to do is cycle guys on this defensive line.
Yeah.
Just got number 45, Elijah Hall, sophomore, checking in, getting him some time. So taking fresh bodies, and Oak Hill just content to let this clock just keep ticking. Oh, no, we had a penalty at the end of that. Must have been intentional grounding, maybe.
Well,
he had a guy in the vicinity.
The receiver actually touched the ball, so I'm not sure what the call was. We were talking. So right here, you know, like Matt, we've said over and over already so far this game. Last year, so many times we saw this situation where it's second and forever, and then somehow, you know, the defense gets kind of lost or whatever, and the guy squirts out for a first down. So right here, you just keep everybody in front of you. Once you recognize where the ball's going, then come down, swarm, and make a tackle.
So Oak Hill in the huddle. It's going to be 2nd and 20. Back inside their own territory at the 41. So that was a costly penalty there. And Oak Hill's going to take a timeout. So the play clock must have been getting pretty close. We'll take a quick 30 seconds. Matt Peterson, Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. You're listening to Golden Rocket Football on Fox Sports 105.3 FM, 1330 WYPC AM. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Start and end your day with McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur. Start your day off with a McGriddle.
Takes
For lunch,
determination
how about a Big
to
Mac
create
or
a
quarter pounder
successful
with
business.
cheese? And dinner
It's never
enjoy-
easy, but always worth it. It takes making a leap of faith. It takes patience and late nights to reinvest in a startup. But it also takes asking for guidance from dependable people. All to turn a dream into a reality. People's Bank. Working together, building success.
Are you looking for the perfect power sport vehicle? Well, come visit Pony Power Sports of Jackson. We're the same great faces you know and love at the same location and with the best selection in the tri-state area. From motorcycles to ATVs to side-by-sides. Pony Power Sports of Jackson has them all. It's where your adventure begins. Get to the pony.
Defense coordinator, it's very frustrating as a coach to see that. But right now, like, you got, you know, just break it down to your guys. Don't make it harder than it is. Just know your job, do your job, what you worked on in the offseason, and come to this game. Don't make it more difficult than what it is.
And that's a lesson that Carmine Crabtree will learn right there.
Yeah.
He was in a position to make a play and just took a bad interior angle and let that outside edge squeak by.
It is so easy to do.
He'll learn from that.
Yep.
So Oak Hill has it 1st and 10 inside Wellston territory at the 37-yard line. Ousley in the shotgun. Number 3 wide left and twins to the right-hand side. Haven't seen this look yet. I still expect run here. We'll see what happens. And we've got a whistle. We got an official timeout for some reason. That's going to be a false start.
I'm not sure. I
Didn't see a flag anywhere.
No.
Must have been the back judge back here.
So Tom McNerlin is a head judge. If anybody knows anything about Tom McNerlin, refereeing, he's been around for a long time.
Been doing it a while.
A lot of experience out there in the white hat.
So he'll say the clock keeps running. It does. So 1st and 15 backs him up to the 42 of Wellston. Ford on the pitch. Scotty Davis has an opportunity to break the tackle. He doesn't. But number
21, Ford on the carry.
14, Clarkson.
So Blaze on the carry right there. He almost lost that ball. It's a nice hard snap. It almost went through his hands again right there. So nice job by that running back to collect that ball and not give up a fumble again.
So Clarkson was running over here like he was going to check himself out of the game. That's not. He went over here to have a conversation with the referee to tell him that he's getting held up around the collar. So we'll see what happens, if anything, on that. Same set. Number 3, Costello, wide left. Number 15 in the slot to the right. That's Bo McNeil. And number 8, Irwin, wide right. Direct snap to Ousley, breaks up into the middle and has a little bit of room, and he'll be brought down, but not until he comes close to a first down. He might be about a yard short. We'll see where they spot it. Scotty Davis, Devin Barnhill, and number 67 for the Rockets, Brendan Hall, in on the stop.
They're right there. Of course, Oak Hill has their running backs going in all different directions. And as a defense, that, of course, it causes your eyes to, you have to respect that running back coming out of the backfield initially. So just enough to where it gives the Oak Hill to have just a little bit of a line there, or a little bit of room to run. So it brings up, what, third and
pretty short.
Yeah.
The guy with the marker stick was having trouble getting through traffic. Yeah, it's going to be third and about a half a yard. Actually, they're going to measure. I knew it was going to be close.
Yeah, like I said, number 44 in the backfield. As soon as the ball was snapped, he went out to the left like he was going to get maybe a toss. And then you saw the linebackers look at him first, and that was just enough to give those guys a seam to get a good game.
So by the look we've got here, it looks like they're going to have the first down after the measurement. And they do.
Still 14-7, Wellston lead, 2:53 to go in the second quarter. Oak Hill driving on Wellston's 34-yard line. And the theme of the game, if you just tuned in, is just Oak Hill is just have a lot of success, just run the ball, right at us, and nothing fancy, just right at us. A little bit of confusion with the way they're lined up pre-snap.
Clock's just ticking, Nate. That's what Oak Hill wants right now for sure, especially as fast as Wellston's been able to score. Boozley direct snap left, comes off the left-hand edge, and he'll be brought down after a gain of about 5.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting a good yardage on every first down, and it keeps them in good, manageable situations. And, Woody Hayes love this offense right now because I don't think they've done one pass up to PJ.
They tried one.
One pass?
No.
One
attempt. Right. It was incomplete.
And that was the one that Scotty Davis was coming off the left-hand edge. Devin Barnhill came off the right. They had to get rid of the ball in a hurry. So second and a long 4. They got marked 5 on the scoreboard. I think it's just a little inside 5 yards. So Ousley in the backfield with Ford offset to his right in that stack formation to the right. And we direct snap. Ousley coming to the right-hand side again, breaks the tackle, has the edge. Grayson Seitz giving chase, and he'll pull him down from behind. And that's going to be a nice tackle by Grayson Seitz, and they're going to call him for maybe a horse collar.
Yeah, it was. He pulled him down with it.
Number 17, Grayson Seitz.
Great hustle, great effort, but
there is a flag. Mr. McNerlin, as you just mentioned, Nate, saw something from way back in the backfield. And he's going to have a conversation with the edge judge, who was right there to make the call.
Horse collar, yep.
The edge judge is saying no. They're having a conversation. So we'll see what happens.
So it's good that they're actually talking about this. You throw the flag, that way you at least don't miss it.
Have the opportunity,
and then you discuss it. So that's like I said, McNerlin's been around a long time. He knows what he's doing. That was a good call right there.
No flag.
Yeah.
Nice job by the officials.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because it went our way. That has nothing to do with it. But so often you see guys a little gun shy with the flag, and then no conversation is had. And I knew that was close. It looked to me like Grayson might have had him under the armpits, which is fine.
Yeah.
And from Mr. McNerlin's angle, all he sees is Grayson Seitz back. So the line judge had a better view there, and they went and had a discussion and decided to wave off the flag. So that's going to bring up third and about 2.5 for Oak Hill. I've been calling the quarterback Ousley. It's Osborne.
Yeah, Osborne.
My apologies for that.
Look here, though.
Fake the counter. Yeah. Osborne kept it, and he's going to be brought down, I don't think, for any gain.
Yeah, he looks like he may have got the first down, Matt. It's going to be really close. Look at the line judge out on the far side in front of Oak Hill's bench over there. Going to measure. First down.
And it is. First down, Oak Hill. So inside the red zone here again, and the Rockets still haven't found an answer on the defensive line.
And Oak Hill's doing a great job not fumbling. Don't want to jinx them right here.
Man, just working the clock. A minute 26 left. Wellston's only had the ball this half for maybe 5 total minutes.
Look, he's wide open.
Pass intended for number 15, and it's caught. McNeil, touchdown, Oak Hill.
And I watched that same play on film last week, Matt, where that's their second pass right there. So the defense, of course, they've been a young defense. You get kind of get drawn into that run right there, and then the guy sneaks out in the open right there. So good job, Oak Hill. Good play call. Good timing on their play call. And a nice throw by Osborne. Good
nice touch pass. That's what I was going to say. He put the ball right on the money. Caught Roger Woods a little bit of sleep out there, I think. Roger a little bit late reacting and was running. We saw the back of him as the ball was being caught.
They ran the ball so much, and it's hard not to be aggressive.
So Gentry's kick is up, and this one barely sneaks over. So that'll tie the ball game with 1:16 left. We'll take a quick break on a change of possession. 14-14 your score. Matt Peterson, Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. We'll be right back.
Wellston Golden Rockets Sports on 105.3 The Game.
went from a dead-end job to endless opportunities.
Down inside Rocket territory at the 45.
Landing off pretty fast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We'll have a halftime break here for you in about a minute 16 seconds, depending on how long this drive lasts for the Rockets. I don't know how cute they'll get here. They've hit Carmine Crabtree twice. I would imagine that they're probably either going to go to cover 3 or they're going to shift to safety that direction.
Yeah.
I can't imagine they just leave him hanging out there like they have been.
Paul Peterson, our stat man, just said, what was it, 32 runs to 2 passes?
36 run plays, 30.
Attack.
Absolutely. Gentry's kick is away, going to be deep this time. Carmine Crabtree will field it in the air. Has blockers, patiently waits, sets it up, cuts off the right-hand side, has the edge. Gets the edge, and he'll be brought down just over top of the 40-yard line, so the Rockets will have good field position to start this drive with a minute 8 left. Absolutely.
Nice job by the kick blocking team right there, kick return team right there.
Away, going to be deep this time. Carmine Crabtree will field it in the air.
The outside for another
has
10 yards
blockers,
after
patiently waits, sets it up,
contact.
cuts off the right-hand side, has the edge. Gets the edge, he'll be brought down just over top of the 40-yard line, so the Rockets will have good field position to start this drive with a minute 8 left. Have his first 2-minute offense here.
The kick blocking team right there, kick return team right there.
So wait, for those this time, Carmine Crabtree will field it in the air. Has blockers, patiently waits, sets it up, cuts off the right-hand side, has the edge. Gets the edge, he'll be brought down. Just over top of the 40-yard line, the Rockets will have good field position to start this drive with a minute 8 left. Have his first 2-minute offense. Very well timed pass ball. Gentry's kick was short field and scored. So wait, so toss this time, Carmine Crabtree will field it inside Carson cuts. Has blockers, patiently waits, sets it up, cuts off the right-hand side, has the edge. Gets the edge, team for Josh Clarkson. So his starts at a minute 8 left.
Hey, Crabtree, I noticed we were watching the center. Crabtree's over here. Number 4 from Oak Hill's got a hold of his jersey, and Crabtree's just throwing his hands in the air.
And maybe that's what we saw Coach Graham come down here and say something to the official. Maybe that was it. But they're going to get Wellston on a hold. I didn't see what number or what position, but they're going to back that up inside Wellston territory at the 45. Replay first down, so it'll be 1st and 20.
An inside screen here to Josh Clarkson would be dangerous. It'd be nasty for us because Josh, he can move around like a pinball.
He gets lost in traffic, that's for sure. So Briggs with Clarkson to his right. Toss, counterplay, Clarkson inside. Nice run, going to give him a gain of about 2, maybe 3. Say 2 yards.
He's hurting. Man. All right, that's a lineman.
That's Ethan Case slow to get up. Got an official timeout right now.
Ethan Case grabbing his lower, or maybe in the stomach, but he took one in the...
I think he got the wind knocked out of him.
That's a terrible feeling.
Yeah, it is.
So Coach Graham calls a timeout. It was a good timeout call. We'll stay right here with you with 30 seconds left.
So
that was an interesting call to fake the toss and then come back to the inside counter.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure they got some kind of rhyme or reason they're going to try to set something up here. Maybe you fake it again, like you're going to run it again, then just run the clock out and just get downfield.
Well, I get it. I mean, you just went edge and got a pretty good 15-yard, 12 or 13, 15-yard gain, something like that. So try to come and see if you can get something in the middle, especially on the long downs.
So right here,
got some room to play.
Yeah, I'd have 4 wide at least, and then just run down the seams. Spread the field out and make sure that our wide receivers have good spacing. And then if you give Will about 3 seconds, he's going to find a wide receiver open because there's no way you can guard him if the receivers have good spacing going down the field. And it's going to be open. And West can put the ball in the money.
Another new guy on the line that we haven't said much about, that I think it bears mentioning now that we're close to halftime, is Trenton Hickman, the center. Done a great job. Not had any old-time snaps.
Yep.
Everything's been picture perfect for him.
You never hear anything about a center until he messes up. So that's a good job, Matt, by giving him some kudos before. You know, it's tough. That is one of the toughest jobs on the whole football field, playing cornerback on defense, and then being a center, because snapping that ball, when you know as soon as you snap that ball, someone's going to be coming at you trying to plant you in the dirt. It takes a lot of nerves to do that.
So 2nd and 17, they did give Clarkson a gain of 3 on that last carry. So 30 seconds left. Briggs in the shotgun, Clarkson offset to his left. Carmine Crabtree looks like, I don't know if that's him or Roger Woods to our
They're
side.
playing tight coverage over here.
They are playing bump. And a hard count's going to get him. So Wellston will get 5 free ones.
And that's something we've called for the last couple of years, Matt. And you can see as Coach Graham and the staff start to get more experience underneath of them, they're starting to be able to call plays like that. You know, when you have a defense that's playing up aggressive like that, you see that, hey, let's get a first, get an easy 5 yards there.
Yep.
Good job by our offense by not giving up, by being disciplined.
And you and I know from coaching young kids that haven't started a lot of ball games, that means a lot if you can get them to do that. So Briggs in the shotgun, Roger Woods wide right, Carmine Crabtree wide to the left by himself, Grayson Sites in the slot to the right, Scotty Davis the wing back to the left. Clarkson offset to Briggs left. Briggs takes a snap, hand off to Clarkson. Clarkson trying to get the right-hand side, bounces it outside, and he's going to be brought down from behind by number 15, Bo McNeil. Had no help on the outside run. He'll get a yard maybe, but that's not much.
Right here, Matt, I'd like to see him take advantage of the quarterback that got back there. We've had some success. We've thrown the ball twice or 3 times, I think, and we've done a lot of damage with 3 plays. So I think right here, with being 15 seconds left to go in the half, let the big man throw the ball.
Hats off to Mr. Paul Sims, who runs the PA here and the music. Those of you that may know me personally, I'm a huge Rush fanatic. And he's kicked up Tom Sawyer. No better song to be played than a pressure cooker for me. If I were in pads right now, I'd be ready to murder somebody. So it'll be 3rd down and 12. 15 seconds left. Coach Graham had to call his last time out.
Speaking of, of course, being in pads, my son Isaac, of course, we're obviously a football family. He sends we have a little family group text. He sends the boys a fall over this morning already, about 10 o'clock this morning, like already pumped up about, football coming around, man. And there's nothing like the boys of fall, the high school football. I mean, look at the city. Like, everybody joins here. I mean, it's a community event. Like, there's nothing better than this atmosphere right here. We got both teams out here fighting for each other. Everybody's got hope, and it's just fun, man. And then you see the excitement of everybody walking on the track, and the atmosphere is incredible, man. The boys of fall. That's what we're out here watching.
That's it. Lights are on now.
Yeah.
It's going to start cooling down a little bit.
All the work they put in the winter, spring, and summer to be the boys of fall. People don't understand how many hours they've got to put in as coaching staff and as players.
So 14-14 your score, 15 seconds left in the half. Be 3rd and 12. Wellston comes out of the timeout. Briggs in the shotgun with Clarkson to his left. Clarkson's going to motion out to the left-hand side. Briggs, 2-step drop. Takes his time. Pass over the middle, intended for Grayson Sites. Tipped. Broken up. Nice play by number 23, Hunter Gilliland.
And right there, we didn't have very good receiver separation, so it allowed the defense to kind of, 2 guys or 1 guy cover 2 folks. Right there, receivers got close to each other, and I think Wes was a little bit confused because he wasn't anticipating that. So he hesitated in that first throw. So, and right there, that's a coaching, that's fixable stuff. You can look at and say, hey, listen, make sure you find your landmarks. So on the field as a receiver, you work on these in off season. Like, all right, my landmark is whether it's a goalpost, whatever that is, you stay on that landmark and then make sure you don't float into each other's lanes right there. And I think right there, they just kind of got disoriented. You had 2 guys right next to each other and made it tough on West to try to find somebody open.
So right now the look is punt. Scotty Davis back to punt. On 4th down, he has it. Ooh. Kick just about got blocked, and he's going to kick it low. It'll stay in bounds, so that's good. And Grayson Sites is going to wait until the referee stops it with 1 second left.
Now, we've seen this before.
I know.
1 second left. You think, all right, we're safe, Matt.
That's what's going to be frustrating is you and I being the kind of guys we are probably would have tried something right there with 10 seconds left.
Yeah.
And if they come back and try something and succeed, it's going to be really aggravating.
Right.
But, hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah.
So.
If nothing else, just, give Clarkson the ball so he run around a little bit and run the clock out.
Yeah.
But, hey, like I said, it's easy for us to call that up here, and a little more pressure on the coaches actually on the field.
So 1 second left. Tie ball game 14-14. Oak Hill technically has the ball. Don't expect them to really do a whole lot with 1 tick left. And they're all bunched up, and that's what will happen. Landon Osborne takes a knee. So your first half score, 14-14. We'll be back here shortly with a few comments before the halftime show. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. You're listening to Golden Rocket Football on Fox Sports 105.3 FM and 1330 WYPC AM. We'll be back here in just a couple of minutes.
Over the years, we've been asked a lot of questions. Like, why is our bank any different than those big city financials? After all, most banks offer the same products and services. The difference is our people and our service. We give you the one-on-one, first-name, friendly service that you deserve. Ohio Valley Bank, a better way to bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at ovbc.com.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Dave Strickland will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Dave Strickland
with
in Wellston.
McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're always cooking up something great from your Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur McDonald's. And I'm loving it, and you will too.
True fans know that success in football is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockard Insurance Agency. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Flyers calling. Top gun. Watch out. Epic 1014A Tomcat is going to take off U.S. Enterprise. We are now in the danger zone. You're clear for takeoff. I don't know.
Offensive coordinator, that helps too, because that, I mean, you don't just get coaching on the field, you're getting coaching 24/7. Like on that drive home, you know, in the morning, trying to eat breakfast, you know, like, you know, he's always, I guarantee you, just, you know, talking to Wes. So that helps Wes's IQ, football IQ, and that's exactly what you want out of a football player, because you want your football, hopefully your quarterback is the smartest player on the field, and then when he's the smartest and probably one of the best athletes, you know, it makes it that much better. So, you know, great first half for offensively, defensively. This offense that Oak Hill's running is not traditional. We won't see this after this game, but it's almost like when teams line up to play Army and Navy. It's hard to defend because you don't know who has the ball. You know, they're direct snapping the ball to multiple players, you know, throughout the game. And so, and of course, not to mention, Oak Hill shot themselves in the foot the second drive they had. Yeah. And they're driving the ball great, and then had 2 bad snaps back in a row, which put us in a good position to come down and get our first score. But I suspect Oak Hill's going to just keep doing what they're doing. I mean, no need to change things up. They line up. This is who we are. You stop us. You know, that's up to you to stop us. You know, we're not going to get anything. So I think Wellston, we can probably come out here and see hey, look, we can throw the ball and be effective. And, of course, Josh, you know, we got to keep him healthy. But he's one play away from breaking free again, man. He's going to have a big play, I think, this half. But yeah, I'm very happy with what I've saw so far. The things that we're doing wrong are fixable or coachable mistakes. Yep. And that stuff you go back and watch film and you make adjustments. So it's, I mean, I'm very excited after the first half.
Yeah. And of course, if you're Josh, you know, he's not the benefactor when you have games like this when you can't get your offense on the field. Yeah, we've had most of our drives have been those quick hitters to Carmine Crabtree, and they haven't really had the opportunity to set something up with him. Now, he had a couple of nice, you know, long runs, 15-plus yarders, where he was just a shoelace away from breaking one. But he'll get his touches, just has to stay patient. Got about 12 minutes and 57 seconds left in the half. We'll take another break, come back, we'll talk about Oak Hill stats a little bit, and get you ready for the second half. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. You're listening to Golden Rocket Football on Fox Sports 105.3 FM and 1330 WYPC AM. We'll be back here in just a few minutes.
Step into the charm of Archinetti's, located in a beautiful 1800s colonial-style house at 181 East Main Street in Jackson. Whether you're dining in, enjoying the outdoor seating, or picking up to go, Archinetti's offers a cozy atmosphere, great customer service, and a large variety of made-from-scratch menu items. Open Tuesday through Saturday with 3 daily off-the-menu lunch and dinner specials, Archinetti's prides itself in providing you with a fresh and delicious homemade meal each and every time. Archinetti's, where history meets great food.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
I went from a dead-end job to endless opportunity.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. With advancement opportunities, an on-site health clinic, and generous retirement benefits, you too can be more at Bellisio Foods. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. What started in a garage with 2 people and a dream now employs over 100 with offices locally in Wellston, Waterford, and Cincinnati. BCR offers competitive salaries, professional development opportunities, and an employee referral bonus program. Join one of the fastest growing companies in the Midwest by calling 833-775-1595 or visit bcrmco.com to apply.
Montgomery Trucking in Wellston
serving our
informs
history
listeners
with the hands
the
of
truck
craftsmen.
driving industry is one of
Cottle
our
Shipping
country's
is
most
focused on
vital
providing
assets.
logging and land
For long
clearing
and short
services
haul
with
or
the
for a
highest
better
levels of
estimate,
customer
call
satisfaction and will do
384-218
everything
or
they
visit
can to meet your
MDOtrucking.com.
expectations. With a
Start and end your day with McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're always cooking up something great from your Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur McDonald's. And I'm loving it, and you will too.
Wellston Golden Rockets Sports on 105.3 The Game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Well, part of us are. I think Nate Mollahan had to go use the necessary room, maybe.
Yeah.
So it'll be me and Paul, my brother PJ, holding down the fort here. I want to talk a little bit about some Oak Hill stats. PJ, what do we got?
Landon Osborne, he's got 18 carries tonight for 125 yard, average of 6.9 per carry. And then you have to forgive me here. I'm not familiar with these players and their numbers here. Blaze Ford, number 21, he's sitting at 10 carries for 70 yards. Almost spot on with Osborne, 7 yards per carry. Number 44, Mikey Williams, he had 1 carry for 9 yards. He hasn't touched the ball other than that, but which sizable back there. I'm really surprised they haven't used him more.
I'm shocked, too. He's such a big guy. I said earlier, the eye test tells me he's probably about 6'2", 230, 235.
Yeah.
So you'd think they'd give him a little bit more touches. But nonetheless, what they're doing is working. If you can get 7 yards a pop, that's enough to convert first downs all day, and that's pretty much what we've seen out of him.
Absolutely.
And like we talked about during the break, why stop? It's working. You just got to keep grinding it out, make Wellston put. And what that does is if you're Coach Briggs and you have a high-octane offense where you have some guys that you want to get in space and do some things as far as speed is concerned, you need to get the ball and sustain a drive so you can set some things up. So get yourself a little bit of a rhythm, get the quarterback comfortable. Of course, Wes looks plenty comfortable now, based on the stats that you just said.
Yeah.
But you want to sustain some type of drive. So we'll see how that comes into play. I would imagine that Oak Hill's going to change the coverage and start doubling up or keeping another guy, some type of spy on Carmine Crabtree.
Yeah.
You mentioned one of the plays. We actually got called for holding on that play, but they had a guy that was really holding Carmine Crabtree.
Yeah.
So had a pass been thrown, you might have got a defensive call there as well.
Absolutely.
So we'll see what they change up as far as the coverage goes on defense. But if you're Wellston, that's kind of the goal at this point, sustain a drive, see if you can get Clarkson going a little bit, maybe get Scotty Davis a couple touches. I think they've got a couple wrinkles in there to run him from the wing back spot. So there's some things that they can do, but what Oak Hill's having the success right now because what I was getting ready to say is if you're Coach Briggs and that's what you're trying to do, you need your offense on the field. The long sustained drives actually give your offense a sense of pressure, so to speak, or a sense of urgency that's not necessarily there. And even if the coach doesn't fall into that trap, players usually do.
Yeah.
Clarkson, hopefully, he's old enough and mature enough to know just be patient.
Yeah.
You don't have to try to break one every play. Just be patient, take what the defense gives you. But hats off to Oak Hill, man, playing a great game.
Yep.
This is not, we wouldn't expect anything less on opening night here at C.H. Jones Field, 14-14 at the half.
And I've got to give Wellston's defensive line some credit because for those of you listening and not actually watching the game, Oak Hill's offensive line is massive.
They're big fellas.
They are big. 2 of them probably weigh as much as our D-line.
Yeah.
They're big boys. And that's why I'm interested to see what happens second half here because I know they're getting a break, but being a big guy myself, you get tired easy.
Yeah.
And these lighter guys on Wellston's D-line, I look to see how much energy they can bring back into the second half.
Well, our offense and defensive line for Wellston is definitely a little bit more athletic, but they're way undersized.
Yeah.
Ethan Case is probably one of the bigger, more athletic guys on Wellston's line. I think he tops out about 220, 230.
Yeah.
So, that's not a real big line. But Braxton Knox, usually they've been cycling him in, getting some young guys. The Ireland boys both been in. Number 54, not 54. 51, Brandon Ireland, we just mentioned him. There was another guy, 45, that's who I'm looking for, Elijah Hall, another sophomore that's got some time on the D-line. So Coach Graham's trying to do some things to keep these guys fresh.
Yep.
Because I think he knows coming down the stretch, that's going to matter.
Hey, let's take a minute to talk about our cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah.
So we got, I'll go through the cheerleaders here. So we got senior Lindsay McCormick, senior Jake McCorder, senior someone who Matt knows very well, Hannah Peterson, senior Jordan Sprague, and then Kelsey Foltz, Eleanor Hutchison, Emily Spangler, Lily Spahn, and then Charlie Hill. So I know those girls put a lot of work in off season. They don't get a lot of credit, they need a lot of credit because of what they do off season. They're out there strength training. You've got these girls out there with Coach Hutch right now. A couple of those cheerleaders have been working out with them, and then just all the time they put in with the coach.
Yeah.
And then also we got the band out here. These band, Lorelei Salzman is my niece out there, and so listen to her. This is her first year in high school band. Just did 2 days, pretty much. They went like Matt. You walk through what these band members go through, because I don't know, but I know they work their tails off, and they have pretty much a spring or a summer camp. So how does that work, Matt?
It's pretty much the way it used to be. I'm not sure how they do it now. I'm not sure if they go anywhere. We used to go to Ohio University.
Yeah.
We go probably about 7:30 in the morning till 8 or 9 o'clock at night with lunch break, of course, and a couple breaks in the morning and afternoon. But it's just a lot of cardio-based stuff, a lot of walking, working formations. If you play in a drum line like I did, you see the guy playing tenors out there. That's the 4 or 5 drums at the same time. That full rack weighs about 60 pounds. So you're lugging that thing around all day. I had a very strong core. Let's put it that way.
Well, back to talk about how hard it is to catch a ball going full stride in the football game. So I guess you look at these guys out here and ladies that are playing instruments, trying to stay in line with each other, and then doing it and make it look easy. So how much work does that take, Matt, to get to where they're good at that?
A lot of it's just like anything else, Nate. When we coach wide receivers, how much of it was just incrementally extending the distance, making sure we're working on little things like hand position before they ever run a route. It's the same thing here. It's just a lot of little technique when you're playing technique, and then you're marching. You have to stay on step. So notice how you pick a group, whether it be clarinets or drumline or whatever, they're all in step. You learn how to, while you're doing all this, your mind's also processing with your peripheral vision to stay aligned, make sure your formation sets, memorizing. So every time they move, they're moving to another position, and that position is a stop. So if you're looking at this on paper, you have these charts of different sets, and that's the formation movement. So you have to commit a lot to memory. And a lot of schools, you'll see their horns have music stands on them so they can read music, all memorized here.
Pretty impressive. So also, something I want to bring up too is I know, of course, I've had a lot more experience with band after high school, but now I never really truly respected the effort and work that the field commanders. So we have 2 field commanders, Mia Skeens and Isaac May. So kind of explain, what that position means for a band member who aspires to be a field commander, Matt.
You have to know a little bit of everything. The most important thing is be proficient at whatever instrument you played before you got there. My oldest daughter, Alyssa, was a field commander her senior year. You give up a lot of playing, but it takes a lot of leadership because you kind of have to manage all these section leaders, make sure everybody's doing their thing. So you have to have your hands in a lot of different things. And then be able to pay attention and keep. So they will cue, I'm not sure. I don't know this music very well, so I can't tell you to watch for anything in particular, but they will cue certain sections to start different parts at different times. It's basically a band director coach on the field.
So like quarterbacks also, so they do it, like I said, now as the field commander, are they usually seniors or can they be juniors?
It's going to be an upperclassman.
Yeah.
Hadley Thane did it 2 years. I can't remember. They always have two. Hadley's junior year, it was her and another senior. I think it might have been Katie Johnson. And then when Alyssa was a senior, she took Katie's place. So it was Hadley and Alyssa were the two seniors, class of 22.
Then how's it decided who's going to be field commander?
There's a tryout. They have a tryout during the preseason, and that's usually the band director and assistant band director. And I think maybe, I can't remember the fellow's name, is the guard instructor. A former drum corps guy, I know that.
Yeah.
But I think they all, they're walking through a tryout. And I can't remember. You'd have to ask. Alyssa would know more about what is involved in that. But yeah, they make a decision prior to band camp, and you go into band camp and get after it.
And then something I want to, like I've been part of the athletics of Wellston for a long time, and then, but you see, there's always volunteers, in every sport. But the volunteer from the support for the band is just unmatched.
Yeah.
Every year you get a humongous group of these unsung heroes, whether they have family members or maybe former band members, like you just mentioned there, that are out here. And it takes an army to get these guys from place to place. I mean, because all the instruments get packed up, And then, of course, that's my favorite booster. Their band booster, my favorite concession stand over there every year, Matt.
Yep.
And just every year they continue the tradition of having an enormous support structure. So I don't want to leave them out and say thank you for what you do. They'll never get the credit due. I know, from me being a Wellston guy, us being Wellston folk, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, I do want to throw something out real quick. I haven't seen this yet. Number 50 for Oak Hill, Daniel Radfall.
Yeah, I was going to. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Was he?
Yeah,
I missed it.
He was out there on the field with the tuba.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Matt, or Pete, because I was actually thinking about that. So, yeah, I mean, and then what a character that kid, you realize, hey, I love football and I love band, and then what a coach and what a band director to say, you know what, we're going to work it out so we can do both.
Absolutely.
You don't have to make a decision.
Because you don't see that.
No.
That's not something you come across.
And you got a guy
ever.
who's committed to do that. Yeah, kudos to that kid.
I had the opportunity to do that, and I chose music.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I don't know if I got that call right or not.
Safer.
Well, I tell you what, you guys are talented in music, that's for sure.
But it was fun nonetheless. Well, anyway, getting ready to start the second half. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. We got a little long-winded on that break. We'll take a quick one and be right back with you here for the second half.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose, because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life
Montgomery
insurance from
Trucking
State
in
Farm.
Wellston informs listeners
State Farm agent
the
Dave
truck driving
Strickland
industry
will
is
help
one
make
of
it
our
easy and
country's most
affordable
vital
to help you
assets.
protect your
For
family
long
no
and
matter
short
what
haul
the future
or for
holds.
a better estimate,
Because
call
for the people you do anything for,
384-2138 or
life
visit
insurance could mean everything.
NGOtrucking.com.
Call State Farm agent Dave Strickland in Wellston at 740-384-2809 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate.
Start and
They
end
have a
your
team of
day
great
with
agents ready to
McDonald's
help
of
you not
Jackson,
only
Wellston,
find a
Oak Hill,
property,
or
but
MacArthur.
actually buy
Whether
it.
it's breakfast,
There are a
lunch,
lot
or
of
dinner,
steps
you're
involved in
always
buying or
cooking up
selling real
something
estate,
great
and
from
it's
your
important to work with
Jackson,
an agent
Wellston,
you
Oak
trust
Hill,
to
or
guide you
MacArthur
through.
McDonald's.
ERA
And I'm
agents are
loving it.
extensively trained.
You will too.
And that training never ends because you are too important. True fans know that
Martin
success in
Associates
football is all about
offices in
tradition,
Jackson,
dedication,
Wellston.
and loyalty. Pushing all of our local
Those same
athletes'
qualities
great
are important
success.
to the
Lockard Insurance Agency. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage for the best companies.
We're back about 2:23 left.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit VCNBFamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're sitting in this little concrete block room, and nothing moves in here. He's been, evidently, PJ, while keeping stats, has been watching a cloud.
There's
directly
just
to
one.
our 12
That is the
o'clock.
only one.
Well,
and he says it has not moved maybe about a quarter of an inch since the game started.
Yeah, this block wall faces the west, and it just heats up on brick and block.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's just literally like a pizza oven when we get in here.
Yeah.
And with no air moving, whew.
It gets rough.
I don't know what the temperature is outside right now. I don't have a weather thing on the computer.
I'll say,
Look on my
we can
phone.
get it.
Maybe we can.
Hey, Siri.
Alexa.
77.
77.
So tonight we'll be calling out the player of the game, which is sponsored by PDQ. And the PDQ is a big sponsor. And they actually, PDQ is a part of a bigger company, which is BCR, who has always been a huge supporter of local sports. They donate a lot of money. And so we want to say, of course, at the end of the game, we'll get together, we'll pick out the player of the game. And then also Monroe Collision. we're doing the hit of the game this year. So both players will get T-shirts for that. And we want to say a big thank you to our sponsors. That's in our preseason meeting this year. I want to say a big kudos to Eric Lander, who's put this all together, and all the people that's helped him, because, well, and Mr. Stockmeister, Alan Stockmeister, the effort that his family's put into these local radio stations just to make this a quality program. And they've done a great job. You know, I know from year to year we've gotten better. Our equipment is top notch. I mean, they are just getting better every year. So be patient if there is some technical difficulties throughout this. But I can guarantee you that, you know, Stockmeisters has done a great job, invested a lot of money into this, and then they want to work. And it's exciting when Friday night you can turn on the, and I told Eric Williams or Eric Lander this on that meeting. I said, I love Friday night at 5 o'clock. I can turn on the radio and listen to the sports show, local sports show. It's almost like game day on Saturday mornings for me.
Yeah.
But we have high school game day on Fridays. So thank you to the Stockmeisters, you know, and Total Media for allowing us to do this and investing in our kids.
We have a blast, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll have some decisions
and
to
then
make.
also our sponsors, you know, they make this, you know, all our local sponsors, so support buy local, you know, because they, you know, believe it or not, every sponsor, every local business has everybody come up and asking for money. So they're always giving out money to the community. So thank you for our sponsors. They're helping us get this broadcast out there.
That's it. So getting ready to start the second half. Ball's on the tee. Gentry on the kick for Oak Hill. Back deep for the Rockets. Carmine Crabtree. Aiden Arthur. And number 5, River Wyatt. Kick is away. It's going to be short and muffed. And Wellston's going to have to fall on it. They do. They'll get pretty good field position, but that was scary for just a minute.
Yeah, that put that player in a tough position because, you know, I think he did the right thing trying to get back and catch the ball, but that's a tough play to make in that position. Good job by the Rockets by not letting that get away.
That was number 58, Grant Warnock. Covered that up.
Which he had 2 brothers play.
Yeah, we coached one of them.
Yep. Garrett Warnock, and then his older brother just, I think, got a full-time firefighter at Athens.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's been working hard to get over there, and it's good to see a Wellston alumni do great things.
So Rockets will have the ball on their own 37. They will attack the north end zone to start the second half. Briggs comes out of the huddle. Scotty Davis offset to his left. Clarkson to his right. Twins to the left. Roger Woods wide. Grayson Sights in the slot. Now Clarkson, rocket motion to the right-hand side. Hand off to Scotty Davis. Counter step. Cuts over to the right-hand side. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. Wellston could not set the right edge.
Yeah, and right there, you know, Oak Hill's selling out and run. I don't think they still haven't respected the pass much. So right there brings up second down and about 12.
Yeah, loss of 2, but I don't mind that play call. I like the design. You get a little bit of eye candy with Clarkson going the opposite way and try to go, you know, back inside the original direction.
It's something we haven't seen yet. So like you said, I like the pre-snap motion.
See what you got there. Briggs taking his time to the huddle. Trying to establish that rhythm we were talking about during the half. If you just joined us, 11 minutes left in the third quarter, 14-14 your score. Rockets have the ball. Clarkson motions out. Briggs, screen pass to Clarkson, and he throws it low, and Clarkson can't come up with it. So that ball's incomplete, bring up 3rd and 12.
I think Clarkson's going to, you know, of course, I think he wished he could have collected that because it was low, but I think he could have caught it. But he'll catch that next time.
That takes a lot of work with a quarterback, and that's a lot of timing that has to happen just right there.
It's hard for a quarterback to throw that throw because the player's going out and away from you.
Well, and every throw Wes has made has been standing tall in the pocket, looking over top of the line of scrimmage, and now the field gets a lot shorter.
Well, and right there, the field, the crown of this field does make it a little bit difficult when you're throwing horizontal.
Yep. So 3rd down 12. Scotty Davis will wing back to the left. Clarkson offset to Briggs right. Now Clarkson in motion again behind the quarterback. Briggs back to pass. Going deep across the middle, intended for Grayson Sights. Ball's caught. Grayson Sights has an inside Oak Hill territory. He'll be brought down at about the 46-yard line. Be a first down Rockets. So Wes Briggs, accurate again from the pocket.
He's dangerous. And as I walked to the restroom at halftime, I passed his grandpa. I said, hey, won't you text his dad, tell him let the kid throw the ball? He said, we have been. And so he can definitely, he knows what to do with it. And great job right there by Sights by making a nice catch and getting a first down.
It's not often the biggest guy on the field is the quarterback.
No.
he looks like Big Ben out there. That's what I've said for years.
So Clarkson offset to the right. Scotty Davis motions out. We got trips to the right now. Carmine Crabtree wide left. Briggs back to pass again. Clarkson picks up a block. Briggs is going to keep it. We're going to have flags in the area holding. Briggs hard to bring down, stiff arm.
Wow.
And he's going to rumble for 8 yards, but I think that's going to come back.
I love the way West finished that run right there. Looks like we got a hold on us.
And that's what they're going to call.
Against Wellston. So.
And the crazy thing is that I saw that play on the interior that wasn't necessary. The only pressure West was under was picked up by, I can't know, it looks like number 51, Ireland, and Clarkson had him double teamed, and West had the lane right up in the middle, and the holding call was after he broke the line, so I'm not sure why we needed to do that. But
there's been a couple times West has not been real sure about, throwing the ball, and he's done the right thing and just kind of get what he can get right there. That was a smart play by him.
Well, that definitely changes your offensive philosophy if you go from 1st and 10 inside the 50 to being back in your own territory.
Let him sling it.
So Briggs drops the snap and has to fall on it. So now it's going to bring up 2nd and 23. So things not going the Rockets' way as they open this drive on offense.
I couldn't tell, but almost looked like Wes was anticipating moving to his right. Almost like it's going to be a read option to the right. Almost like he got a little ahead of himself right there.
Yeah, snap was right to him.
Yeah.
Great snap.
Yep. And like we said, we watch this over and over and over on TV and then in high school football. Shotgun snaps are not easy.
No. Like I said, great job by Trendon Hickman, the center. So far, he's been on point. And no Briggs will clean that up. No worries there. So we 2nd and 20. They still say 2nd and 20. It's got to be 2nd and 23 or 24.
25, I think, yeah.
Give or take.
Right at 24.
So Clarkson offset to Briggs left. Carmine Crabtree isolated by himself to the short side. Trips to the right as Scotty Davis motions out. Briggs takes a snap. Fake to Clarkson slant. Carmine Crabtree. Caught across the middle. Breaks the tackle. Breaks the safeties. He's gone again. 10-5. Touchdown, Carmine Crabtree. His 3rd of the night. They can't stop him on the slant and the post.
Man, like we said, West knows what to do with the ball. He just put the ball right on the money, and it's key because he's hitting these receivers right in stride. The other receivers are making a good catch, and then Carmine had to make break 2 or 3 tackles to get through. The last couple times he broke 1 tackle, got away. Right there, he showed a lot of skill in the middle of the field to get shifty and then get deep. Man, he get great run by the young man.
He's going to be trouble.
I am impressed. I am impressed with his poise. For a kid that young that's never played at this level on a consistent basis to come out and, I mean, these are clean routes.
Right.
He's coming out of the break snappy. He's getting his hands on the football, catching crossing routes the right way. And like you said, man, the field vision right after he catches a pass to know where the open field is and get by the safeties. You can't teach that stuff all the time.
And listen, I mean, this is the potential I've seen from this young man, Wes, for a while. He's been playing behind some, from some guys that had some. Of course, Johnny Scott was a good quarterback, very athletic quarterback, and then so Wes has had to set and wait his time, and now you can see he definitely has a lot of potential. Definitely. And then just this right here, we need this game one. Builds confidence for everybody, for Wes, these young receivers, and these young players. Builds confidence, So now we need to come out. Hopefully we can make some adjustments and slow down a little bit on offense.
And the thing that nobody will talk about that I think is going to pay dividends down the road, and I think you alluded to this earlier, was the pressure that takes off Josh Clarkson.
Yep.
Keep him healthy, and you got some room to work here this season. So Scotty Davis on to attempt the point after. Score 20-14 pending. Wes Briggs on to hold. So snap, hold is down. Scotty Davis's kick is up. And shank that one off to the left. So he missed the point after. So Wellston will hang on to a 6-point lead with 9:48 left in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a quick break on the change of possession. Matt Peterson, Nate Ballahan, Paul Peterson. We'll be right back after this.
People's Bank Student Checking Account is designed for teens and college students. The special account allows for experience managing a checking account with a highly rated mobile banking app, along with a People's Bank Debit MasterCard. for purchases and ATM use. It also offers options for direct deposit and mobile check deposit. Visit your nearest People's Bank location or learn more at Peebo.com. People's Bank, working together, building success for now and for the future. Member FDIC.
Looking for a strike of fun and a slice of something amazing? Roll into Leo of Wellston, where the good times roll and the pizza hits the spot. Bowl a turkey, eat a slice, maybe both at once. Hey, we don't judge. Pro tip, bowling burns calories, pizza adds to happiness. Find us at 15 North Park Avenue in Wellston, right where the fun lives, and give us a call at 740-384-6670 to plan your next night out. Leo of Wellston, where every night is a pizza party with pins.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back after the Rockets take the lead.
Montgomery Trucking in Wellston informs listeners the truck driving industry is one of our country's most vital assets. For long and short haul or for a better estimate, call 384-2138 or visit mgotrucking.com.
Yeah. Paid the price. So Scotty Davis's kick is away, this time a little bit deeper. Landon Osborne catches it over the shoulder at about the 15. Big sweeping run, cuts back to the left-hand side, trying to get the edge, and he does initially. He's going to be chased out of bounds by Grayson Seitz. And he'll live to fight another day. And Oak Hill will take over just inside their own territory at about the 47-yard line.
The Osborne is pretty fast, man. He's shifty. I want to say something's kind of cool down here. And after that touchdown, I saw a Hall of Famer, Cody Wilkett, used to play quarterback for Wellston. He gave Wes Briggs a big high five, So a current Hall of Famer, probably to a future Hall of Famer. It's kind of neat to see and see him encouraging him. So it's nice to see everybody having fun, the crowd getting into it, man. But so let's play some defense now, Matt.
That's it. Got to figure something out on the D-line. Going to run a five-man front. Landon Osborne in the shotgun, takes the pitch and hands off, or teaches himself.
Nice job.
Cuts him down open field for a loss of about 4. Josh Clarkson, the senior.
Of course, Josh did what he's been doing. He's been setting that edge. And then the linebacker scraped right there. Great job. And then safety comes downhill, fills the gaps. Nowhere for him to cut back to. And Josh does a great job tackling him. And the one thing, Josh, he goes all out, lights out, whether it's offense, defense. And then because of his effort, that's what gets him hurt a lot. Because he'll just, he'll sell out every time, man.
Ain't an ounce of quit in him.
Yeah.
No, he's very, very intelligent. High football IQ for that kid. Osborne going to hand off. Kellen plays in the backfield this time by number 57.
Oh, come on. There's a penalty.
And that's going to be a penalty on Braxton Knox-Usley.
Number 67.
Not very smart. Throws a stiff arm to the helmet as he was getting up.
That's Brendan Hall, number 67. So that right there, man, great play. He just blew that up. You got to get up and just walk away, celebrate with your teammates. And there's nothing you can say right there that's going to justify what you did. And you just better just walk away from the ref, come to the sideline.
And he might have got ejected.
He threw a punch is what it looked like, and that's the scary thing. Because he hit him in the face mask, open hand. We'll have to watch it in replay. But that's just something you cannot have.
You just had a great play by a senior corner, and then you made a great play and erased it with a stupid penalty. So I don't know if he got ejected or not. Nonetheless, he's off the field. Coach Graham is going to take him off the sideline anyway. But Coach Graham's having a conversation with Mr. McNerlin.
So if he did throw a punch, he'll have to sit out a whole game.
They are going to get him on a personal foul. We believe that's the correct call.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no excuse for that right there. And right there, I know he's going to, if he had that to do all over again, he'd act differently, but that just hurts your team in that situation. But this is where your teammates come over and you talk to him. You don't beat him up. You say, listen, we all make mistakes. You learn from it, move on, and our teammates are going to pick you up out here. You don't beat him up for it. Because he was giving everything he had out there, and emotions take over in a game of football. I know more than anybody. Right?
And that was just the old time. Yeah. I want to apologize to Mr. Braxton Knox-Usley. I had the number wrong. He was wrongfully accused on the broadcast.
The last 3 numbers are 758.
So not going to quite be enough for a first down, but awfully close. It's going to bring up second and about 2. And they're inside Rocket territory at the 46.
I see Coach Graham talking to him over there, just kind of. But you know what? You learn from it, and hopefully it doesn't cost us in the end right here.
So everybody stacked to the left. Osborne, nope, this time Ford takes a snap. Tries to get up into the middle and has no room. He probably got enough for a first down, but barely.
You know, and Wellston's done a good job this half so far filling those gaps. You got our line getting their hands on the offensive line, which is keeping our linebackers a little more free to make a tackle. And our linebackers are doing a good job scraping over there and filling the gaps. And then, of course, our quarterbacks in that D end over there are setting the edge. So everybody's doing their job right now, Matt.
That was number 71, Braden Myers, on a stop. And it looks like we're going to have a measurement maybe. It's going to be awfully close to a first down. And Mr. McNerlin wants the chains. So they are going to measure. So it looks like, you know, Wellston made some adjustments, came out in that 5-man front. And they've got both the corners, Clarkson, and I'm not sure, I think that might be Roger Woods on the far side, both playing wide tight.
Yeah.
So making sure they don't give up that edge.
So they got the first down by about a nose. And for those listening to radio, it's 8:28 to go in the third quarter. Wellston still leads 20-14. Oak Hill was in a pretty bad situation. We made 2 nice plays defensively. Then we had a personal foul after the play, after a real nice play. Gave Oak Hill a chance to get that first down right there. So now Oak Hill sitting pretty first and 10 from our 44-yard line. See how the Rockets respond here.
And time to figure out how to stop the run here, Nate. No penalties from here on out, hopefully. First and 10. Oak Hill has it inside Rocket territory at the 44-yard line. Landon Osborne in the pistol. Mikey Williams back there with him this time with Ford offset to his left. And that's a quick handoff to Mikey Williams.
Play had me,
and the ball's on the ground. They're going to say he was down, but man, I thought that popped out high.
Listen, that was a nice play because I couldn't find the ball. That was a good play fake. A lot of movement.
So give Oak Hill a gain of about 6 or 7.
Yeah, brings up about 2nd and 3. Well,
second and 4 maybe.
2nd and 4, yeah.
Give or take, yeah. So we gained about 5.5 on that play, it looks like. Ball came loose, but the referee said he was down. We didn't have a great angle, so I can't weigh in too heavy.
Yeah.
The way the ball came out, it looked like it was high, but we'll see. Osborne, ball on the ground. He picks it up on the ground. It's on the turf this time. Clarkson giving chase. Clarkson has it. His second turnover of the night.
Hey, that's a great job for that senior. That could be here the game right there, Matt.
There's a reason why they made him a team captain.
Yeah. Yeah, I love to see that for that kid, man. He's such a great kid. Big play right there. That's a nomination for hit of the game.
Now, if you're Coach Briggs, give him a counter right here off the rip. Yep. We'll see what they call.
Boys, I go for the juggler right here. Yeah,
you have to.
Well, like you said, give Josh something. You give a little payback for the good play right there. I don't disagree with that, Matt.
Toss to the right, to the wide side of the field. You know, something get him in space where he can be shifty and move a little bit.
But I'm going to put the pressure. I'm going to throw the ball down the field. I'm going to let the big man throw.
So now they've got Stack on Carmine Crabtree to the left-hand side.
Yeah, that just opens everybody else up.
2 backs in the backfield. Scotty Davis offset to the right, Clarkson to the left. Briggs takes the snap, hands off to Clarkson. Clarkson, counter right-hand side, has the edge, breaks a tackle, cuts to the right, has the right edge, going to have a first down, then some. Finally tackled out of bounds after a gain of about 17.
Good call, Mac.
Nice job, Josh Clarkson.
Just a little counter to the left side or right side of the field there, the wide side in front of the Oak Hill bench. The offensive line did a good job sealing that edge, and then Josh did the rest. He does a great job out there. Looks like a rabbit just running through the field, just kind of moving. And he stays so low to the ground, and he's tough to tackle.
And the way Coach Briggs calling this game, I feel like he's trying to set more of that up.
Yeah.
But he's been forced into positions where he has to throw. Fortunately, it's worked out for him.
So let's see. It's a good opportunity to throw the ball right here. See if they throw.
6:50 left. Clarkson offset to the left. Scotty Davis, the wing back to the left. Twins to the right with Carmine Crabtree wide left isolated. Hand off to Clarkson again, this time in the middle. Cuts up the middle, and he's going to be brought down behind by number 56. That was a nice tackle, because if not, that might be a touchdown. We'll credit Isaac Campbell there with what potentially was a scoring stop.
Yeah. That was like a little delayed handoff, looked like right there, and a good job by the line, giving him some time. And then Josh is kind of just juking and jiving back and forth, just weaving, trying to find any type of room he could, and he ended up getting about 5 or 6 yards.
And I can tell you right now, he's loving it, man. He's a kid that if he can get some rhythm and he starts turning out those, 5 to 10 yards a pop, that's his wheelhouse there. So 20-14, Wellston threatening. 2nd and 4 inside Oak Hill territory at the 28-yard line. 6:12 left in the third quarter. Clarkson offset to Briggs right. Roger Woods is going to come wide to the left. Trips to the left with Scotty Davis and Grayson Seitz in the slot. Carmine Crabtree wide right. Hand off to Clarkson again. Stiff arm. Cuts off the left-hand side. Trying to get loose. Has the edge. Breaks. Oh, he couldn't break one tackle. He's going to be brought down at the 10 after a gain of another 15 for 16 yards. So close to the end zone was Josh Clarkson. I think that's what Coach Bridge is trying to do. Let's get this kid some bread here.
Yep. So good run by Josh, and then a good job by Roger Woods setting the edge out there and give him an extra yards. And I think if he'd have cut down out around that, he probably would have had a touchdown. But, man, great run, man. He looked,
What you're seeing is the adjustment to that safety coming over and stacking over top of Carmine Crabtree. They've got nobody in the middle of the field now.
And so good job by the coaching staff by understanding what they're doing and running away from it.
So Clarkson offset to the right. Scotty Davis to the right. Briggs in the shotgun. Twins left. Hand off to Clarkson again. This time in the middle, nothing doing. He's going to be stuffed and stacked up after a gain of maybe 4.
Oh, he just about scored.
Driving. My goodness, is Josh Clarkson churning wheels. Gets inside the 5-yard line, and he's trying to tell the referee somebody ripped his helmet off. They did. And he's upset.
So I tell you what's excited to see is number 51, Brandon Ireland, a sophomore lineman out there, coming off the field pumped up.
Yeah.
And when you see your line that pumped up, it's fun just to see them working together and rooting for each other out there.
Well, Clarkson got him. Telling the referee he got his helmet ripped off. His helmet is still off. The trainers are out there looking at him. He's on a knee. So I expect he's going to be okay.
That's tough to see in the pile like that when you got a big dog pile. It's from a refereeing position, officiating, it's not easy to see. And I'm sure, they're doing their best because refs have a lot of pressure on them, first of all, to make sure the players are safe. And like I said, this crew out here is an experienced crew. I think I know a lot of these guys. I've seen them do a lot of games. And I know Josh is a little frustrated.
Because his helmet came off, he's going to have to take a play off, and man, the crowd's loving it.
Yeah.
Playing his guts out. BJ, he probably doubled his rushing total on this drive.
Let's see here.
And we've ate up some clock, too.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the exact rushing yard number was.
37 at the half.
Yeah, he's 82 now. He wasn't, 5.2 per carry? And now he's at 7.4 per carry.
Yeah, so this is what we're talking about seeing from this kid.
And he's not just busting runs out in the flats. He's breaking tackles and carrying guys.
He's running with some hatred tonight.
Yeah, he's got a motor for sure. So 5:09 left. Had an injury timeout. Clarkson's going to have to take a play off. I'm sure he's not happy about that. I believe you're going to see Aiden Arthur come in, tailback for him. And this is a completely different style runner. So, I wouldn't be surprised if they feed him. I know that goes against conventional thinking, but I'm telling you, this kid is fast.
But right here, of course, our rhythm got messed up a little bit, so everybody stay calm. Just everybody do their job right here. Let's get us a touchdown.
So Scotty Davis offset to Briggs right, Aiden Arthur to his left. Carmine Crabtree wide left with Twins to the right.
There he got him.
Got a hard count.
Good
and
call.
We got an easy penalty. It's going to be half the distance, and Clarkson will come back in the ball game.
Yes, sir.
You see right there, that is stuff you see in the coaching staff maturity right there.
Yes.
2 times this game we've called that in those situations where you're just hard count, draw guys off sides. Good job on our side by not jumping and messing it up, and we got an easy 1st and goal.
I promise you. Toss right is an easy 6 here.
Second goal here.
2nd and 2. Clarkson offset to the left of Wes Briggs. Scotty Davis to his right.
There's no way they don't give to Josh.
I wouldn't imagine. They're going to hand off to Scotty Davis, and he's going to get stacked up after a gain of maybe 1 and get driven backwards. That's big number 78 in there for Oak Hill. Dallas Coleman, the junior.
A good job by the interior of the D-line for Oak Hill right there. Just saying, hey, we're not going to be denied. If you want this touchdown, you're going to have to earn it. We're not going to give it to you easy. This is a dogfight right now. 2014,
yeah.
3 minutes left to go, or third quarter, 4 minutes left to go. In the third quarter, Rockets are up. And this is good to see for both programs who've had a couple rough years. And, especially for Oak Hill. They just, that coach there, kudos to the coach because he's done a good job turning this program around.
So Briggs offset by Clarkson to his right, trips right, toss right to Clarkson.
Get
Clarkson,
there.
Mikey Williams giving chase. Clarkson breaks loose, and he's going to be stacked up at the line just shy, missed the goal line by a yard. Bring up 4th down and goal on the 1. And had it not been for Mikey Williams, he didn't make the tackle, but slowed Josh down just enough for the outside corner to come in.
Yeah, he did his job. Hey, slowed down. But yeah, Josh, you can tell, man, he wants it. He wants that end zone. I mean.
Now, I understand you want to reward Clarkson, but you got a 6'4" quarterback.
Right.
Weighs 240 pounds.
Yep.
Yeah. I know what I'd do if I were in the box.
You got to score right here. The most important thing right here is you got to have points.
Yeah, that's it.
Again, we'll be awarding our player of the game, sponsored by PDQ, and then the hit of the game by Monroe Collision. We want to thank Monroe Collision. They've been a long-time sponsor of hit of the game. And then PDQ, they're under new ownership here in Wellston. If you haven't gone through PDQ lately, go through there. It is completely renovated, and the customer service is top-notch. I mean, you go through PDQ, and I'm huge with customer service, and every time you go through there, I don't care who's working, everybody is friendly, and like I had my dog in there a couple times, going through with my Jeep and my dog, and they even gave my dog a treat, you know.
Nice.
Things like that means a lot. So
it does.
Go support these guys, and they have big plans for future growth and expansion there in the corner. They are a big sponsor of our programs, and then like their parent company, I guess I should say, their holdings company, I think it's BCR. So there's a lot of good people involved in that, a lot of local people who invest a lot of money into our program. So make sure you go support that.
Top of the hour here, 9:02. We're going to identify the station here. You're listening to Fox Sports 105.3 FM and 1330 WYPC AM. And Wes Briggs is going to go under center, so they're probably going to listen to me, Nate. A little bit of tush-push action here at the goal line. Briggs drives forward, has to bounce it outside.
He's got it.
And he's in for the touchdown. Rushing touchdown for Wes Briggs from the 1-yard line. All set up by a lot of hard runs by Josh Clarkson. 4:08 left in the ballgame. Wellston jumps up 2 scores, 26-15, pinning the point after.
Here's what I want to say. Last year during basketball, I challenged Wes with his toughness. You know, be tough. And I'll tell you what, tonight he shows some toughness, man. He shows some grit. He shows some effort out there. And after, of course, he gets hit a couple times. It's just big, strong, and just he's tough, man. When you see an athlete that has his potential and he takes on a challenge like that to be, you know, and everyone knows his potential, but it's just fun to see a guy grow like that, man.
Yeah. Good things. Now, I'd say we're going to go for 2, I would imagine. 26-15 your score. We missed a point after the last time. So you don't really lose anything by going for 2 points here. So Briggs will be back in the shotgun. Clarkson offset to his right. Twins to the right. Grayson Sights in the slot. Roger Woods wide right. Briggs back to pass. Outside pass intended for Scotty Davis. Threw it just a little bit wide. I think Scotty was a little bit late on the break.
Yeah, a little bit of timing there, but that'll come. But hey, great drive right there for Rockets, you know, and just like Wes is a junior.
That's it.
And I know, you know, we got him for another year, so I'm excited.
So the offense is doing some good things here for the Rockets. A couple of big turnovers really have been the difference in this game, and both of them caused by the senior Josh Clarkson.
Yep.
Yeah, and Oak Hill, we've kind of, our defense has settled down and did a good job, you know, and then as confused as they were the first half, they seem to have the, you know, getting in their rhythm too, stopping the run. And then right now, of course, when you're Oak Hill and your whole offense is run like the Army or Navy, it's a tough position to come back and win this game. But it's not saying they can't, because they have big playmakers.
Yeah.
Because all it takes is one play, bounce out to the side, and then gone. And then it's a one-score game again.
Yep. So we should have taken a break there on the change of possession. We didn't get to it, so I'll mention some of the sponsors here coming up. McDonald's, I believe Wellston and Jackson, Lockard Insurance, and Holzer, all proud sponsors of Golden Rocket football here on Fox Sports 105.3 and 1330. So special thanks to those businesses for committing their funds to sponsor youth sports.
And I got my McDonald's Coke Zero and my 20-piece nugget I got before the game. And then there's been new ownership at McDonald's. I don't know if you've noticed here lately.
Yeah.
The food is always top notch. I mean, it's like I've never had bad food since the new ownership took over down there. So a big shout out to McDonald's. I mean, I eat a lot of McDonald's.
Scotty Davis has the ball on the tee, back deep is Landon Osborne and number 11, William Strickland. Shorter kick this time, going to be fielded by number 9, dropped, and he's going to have to fall on it just over top of the 30. So nice little break for the Rockets there. Good job by number 6, Sam Gentry, for not letting that one get through the wickets. So Oak Hill will take over. Ball marked right about the 33-yard line inside their own territory.
Yeah, the air's getting, I think, thicker as the night goes, fellas.
You see the humidity, the fog is just
cloud
insane.
still over there?
A little too dark to see
just
now.
no breeze whatsoever right now.
Oh, man.
And this will take a toll on these football players out here. With the first game of the season, just the conditioning and the cramp. So hopefully we don't see that tonight.
So Osborne in a shotgun by himself this time. Twins to the left. Got Ford out right. He's going to go Jack Morrison. Landon Osborne keeps it. Going to be stacked up and brought down by Braden Myers for a loss of about 2.
And right there is a read option. They tried to switch it up a little bit, and great job by the Rockets just coming up and not giving him anywhere to run. And then number 67, Braden Hall, is back in the game. And he is that the one that had the penalty there a minute ago, Matt?
Yes.
So it's good to see him back in the game. He didn't get ejected. And he did a good job. He broke through and kind of busted that play. Didn't make the tackle, but slowed it down enough for everybody else to make a play.
So Osborne in a shotgun again. That last play, he tried to bounce it out, and freshman Aiden Arthur was waiting on him, so he couldn't get anywhere there. Arthur has an opportunity to make a play here, but doesn't. Scotty Davis gets there first. So Landon Osborne for a gain of about 4.
That's Clarkson.
That's going to be a long third down.
That is Davis, isn't it? Yeah, like you said, Matt. Clarkson
is down right now. That's not what you want to see. Is that Clarkson? I didn't think. Usually if Aiden Arthur's in the game, Clarkson is not.
Yeah, I think Josh was in right here. He was fighting. He was coming up at the edge. And I thought it looks like a cramp. Like I just talked about a minute ago. Cramps are going to become an issue.
Josh doesn't wear a knee brace. That's not him, I don't think. But I don't see him on the sideline either, so I don't know what's going on. No, Clarkson's on the far side of the field.
Oh, yeah, there he is. I didn't catch the number on him.
I didn't see. I know Scotty Davis made the tackle from behind. He got up okay. So whoever this is down with cramps. This is trainer Shane Wells. Been here quite a while now. He does a great job.
Yeah. So we got a holding penalty when we get play action starts. But, cramps is where the game starts to kick in right now, conditioning and all that, and nutrition.
Ethan Case. He got up. He's a little bit limping, but looks like he'll be okay after he gets good and stretched out here on the sideline.
Number 45.
Elijah Hall checking back in. So he's
sophomore.
a young man. Yep, been in and out here some this evening, so he's getting some playing time. So on the hold, that's going to be a 10-yard loss. So that'll bring up second in the bunch.
Listen, that sophomore class is talented. My son Ryland coached 1 year middle school football when they were in 8th grade. And, of course, watching them play, and now you can see, hey, they are definitely talented, and they're making a big impact right now in that sophomore class.
So 5-man front. Carmine Crabtree, the lone safety. The corners, Aiden Arthur, Josh Clarkson. Osborne takes a snap, drops back to pass. No pressure, has all kind of time. Over the top, intended for 15.
He got it.
McNeil, and he caught it.
Wow.
He caught it over the top
very
of Grayson
impressive
Sykes.
catch.
Carmine Crabtree's on the ground holding his hamstring.
He was brought down by...
Of course, Osborne just let that ball go and was able to hit his receiver in stride. And great concentration with the receiver. Receiver's going down with cramp right now. So right now, cramps is becoming a big issue.
Late in the game on opening week, that's usually what we run into. We'll take a break while the trainer looks at these guys. McNeil is down, and so is Carmine Crabtree. So we'll take a break. Matt Peterson, Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. We'll be right back after the injury timeout.
This is 105.3 The Game.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
It takes determination to create a successful business. It's never easy, but always worth it. It takes making a leap of faith. It takes patience and late nights to reinvest in a startup. But it also takes asking for guidance from dependable people. all to turn a dream into a reality. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Come see the friendly faces at Gas and Stuff in Hamden for great deals on your favorite stuff. Gas and Stuff offers a wide variety of scrumptious hot and fresh pizzas and subs. Don't worry if you're watching your calories. They also offer crisp cold salads. And don't forget about your favorite Ohio lottery games. Gas and Stuff, convenience with a smile.
Knocked down by two guys, the ball in the air, and the receiver was able to catch it and come down with a catch.
It's just so frustrating if you're Wellston because you always feels like you're this close to just putting a nail in the coffin, and you just can't do it. So Osborne in the shotgun, Mikey Williams back there with him. Forward jet motion. Osborne back to pass again, this time over the top to the left, intended for number 13, overthrown in his vicinity. Clarkson and Roger Woods in coverage. So that was number 13, Grant Walker, the intended receiver.
So it looks like Oak Hill is showing a little desperation right now, understanding that their run game has not been as effective as it was in the first half. They're going to have to try to switch it up a little bit. So now, of course, Wellston back their safety up real deep right there, and just keep everything in front of you right here. Don't get burnt deep.
So the corners, Aiden Arthur, the freshman on the far side, Clarkson to our side. Stack formation again to the left. Ford offset to the left of Osborne. You're going to turn handoff to Ford. Ford has a little bit of a crease, and there's going to be a holding call on number 56. Scotty Davis eventually chased him down and made the tackle after a gain of about 10, but that's coming back. Number 56 basically tackled Josh Clarkson in the open field, and Clarkson makes that play.
Yeah, number 56, it's a mismatch for him, trying to keep up with Josh Clarkson and try to tackle him. So I think he did everything he could just to make sure he didn't hit the guy, and was called for a hold right in front of us. That's a big play right there for us. A big call. No.
And that's, we always mention the number when a penalty's called if we know it, but he's had a pretty good game. He's had a lot of good lead blocks out there. Number 56 is Isaac Campbell, the senior. So everybody makes mistakes. I'm sure he'll shake that off. Come back for this next series here. So 2nd and 20.
Like I said, when you're a lineman like that, Matt, you're trying to get out there with a little skinny DB.
It's tough. It's tough. Clarkson's pretty shifty. So ball marked back inside Oak Hill territory at the 41, 2nd and 20. Landon Osborne.
I'm sorry, Matt.
No, that's okay. Osborne in the gun. Ford offset to his left with that stack formation to the left. So be a straight keep by Osborne again, trying to get the outside edge. Does initially, cuts upfield. Inside of Aiden Arthur. Stiff arm makes a tackle. Braden Myers has to chase him down from the D line, and that's going to be a gain of 19, so another 2nd and long blown.
How many times 2nd and long? I mean, we
play better in short yardage.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, this is all stuff a coach look at film and say, hey, this is, and then it's teachable moments. Say, listen, this is what we did, and then we can fix it coming into South Point next week. But right now, Oak Hill's still in this game. I mean, it's 26-14, 2:36 left to go in the 3rd quarter. They're on the Rockets' 40-yard line with momentum right now.
And Gentry looks like he can kick, so don't take field goals out of the equation here. Straight to Ford is the snap. Initially breaks out and gets a first down after a gain of about 6.
Oak Hill's finding the rhythm back in the run game again.
But take the top off the defense a couple times, make those guys respect that, and go right back to what you do. And that's something we didn't mention going into the game. A little bit of a pregame storyline we should have said. This is a first year for head coach Jason Fitzhugh at Oak Hill. I think he was on the staff last year, but they made him the head coach after the departure of the former guy. So he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, he's definitely got these guys looking a lot different than what we saw last year. They're prepared.
He has an identity, Nate.
Yeah,
that's important. Snap to Ford again. This time Ford the left-hand side. Splits through and is going to be tackled at the 2nd level by Grayson Seitz. But another big pickup of about 13. So bringing up another Oak Hill first down.
And then from a defensive point of view right there, I can remember playing safety, and when you have guys going everywhere, and especially when someone's taking a direct snap, and you don't have your standard quarterback back there taking the snap. You got guys going everywhere when the offense and defensive line stands up. It's hard to find those shorter guys right there. So the defense is at a disadvantage right here because of the offense of running. There's some conditioning.
So direct snap to Ford again. Same play, same exact crease, and not quite the same result, but almost gain of about 8.
Because when you can't see where the ball is at, like you find yourself kind of losing your fundamentals that just the basic things that you need to do. You get caught off guard, and Oak Hill has the success that they're having right now in this drive.
They had to bring in Aiden Ireland, number 75, the sophomore, in for Braden Myers. So direct snap to Osborne, cuts left, has a little bit of a seam inside, and he'll be stacked up, but it looks like he's got enough for a first down.
Yep.
That's going to be just marked about the 6-yard line of the Golden Rockets, so Oak Hill threatening. Minute 13 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and, you got to hats off to Oak Hill for not giving up, because
they
from
got
my
punched in the mouth
perspective, it looked
that
like
last drive.
The momentum is in our favor. We're going to win this game, probably maybe two or three touchdowns. And they said not so fast. They're coming down, and they're still alive. They're still punching, still fighting.
So in the shotgun is Osborne. Snap to Ford. Ford straight up the middle on it. Looks like a trap play. Not going to have a touchdown, but he's going to be close. Well, he's probably going to be marked about the 3-yard line. As time runs down here in the third quarter. 26-14 if you're just joining us.
42 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Wellston lead. Oak Hill on the 7-yard line. 3-yard line.
I was going to say they picked up some yards on that last play. So you got to stack up, and who wants it more here? Direct snap, Osborne. Counter step, ball on the turf again. And we got another turnover for the Golden Rockets. Who was it this time? Was it Clarkson again?
I think so.
I believe it was. Josh Clarkson with his 3rd fumble recovery of the ball game.
Is he the one that's blowing kisses down there to the stands?
Yes.
That must have been him then.
My goodness. I tell you, man,
fun, man,
just when you think you got player of the game ironed out, he's fought his way back in the conversation.
Yep. Yeah, so seniors had some big plays tonight.
Had 40 yards rushing in the third quarter alone. 3 fumble recoveries. A sack.
It's going to be tough to top that.
That's a stat line there. And what do you do, though? I mean, you got a sophomore receiver that's got probably close to 200 yards receiving.
Yeah.
3 touchdowns. You got a quarterback that's thrown for 3 touchdowns, completing 60% of his passes.
Yep.
I don't know, fellas. Do we have a 3-sided coin?
That's
Briggs in the shotgun, 2 running backs. Clarkson, Scotty Davis. Hand off to Clarkson. Clarkson looking for a little bit of room up the right-hand side, has a seam, and he's going to be brought down after a nice gain, and they're going to get a late hit, probably in an area of a face mask or a late hit. We'll see what happens. Nice run by Clarkson. Gain of about 7 pending.
Did he say face mask? I'm trying to. Yeah, it looks like he's taking his hand up to his face, but my eyes are. I'm struggling to see down that far right now.
Mr. McDermott will give us the sign.
He pump faked on that sign.
Personal foul, face mask against Oak Hill. So tack that on to the yardage.
Yeah, well, Tom ball faked me on that sign. I thought he was going to call it, but he ball faked, took a step to the right, and then shot that sign up.
So Clarkson had a nice gain, and then Oak Hill helped him out. And that's worse going to worse there for Oak Hill, because you cough it up down there when you're about to score, and then you give up a big penalty coming back. If you're a coach, man, that's just absolutely frustrating.
Yeah, because I guarantee you the coach can watch this film. Of course, there's still a lot. There's a whole fourth quarter left to go, and we don't know which way it's going to go. Hopefully it goes in our direction, but they've lost. They left a lot of opportunity on the field.
All right, as time runs out on the third quarter, 26-14. Rockets have the ball back when we come back. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan and Paul Peterson. You're listening to Fox Sports 105.3 FM, 1330 WYPC AM. We'll be back for the money quarter right after this.
True fans know that success in football is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockard Insurance Agency. We care about what's important to you, and that's why we believe in helping you select the right insurance for your needs. If you want to protect your auto, home, farm, or business, you want Lockard Insurance on your team. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies. Good luck to all of our local area teams.
Strength, passion, determination. Every moment that moves you and every movement that drives you. When pain or injuries try to limit you, our orthopedic team at Holzer has the latest treatment options and robotic-assisted surgery with joint replacement, sports medicine, and therapies to keep you moving forward. Every movement, every step, every moment. think Holzer first.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Matt Peterson, Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson to start the fourth quarter. Wellston has the ball at their own 28 after the penalty by Oak Hill. Face mask against Clarkson. Josh Clarkson's offset to Wes Briggs right. Twins to the right. With Roger Woods wide right. That's a mouthful. Carmine Crabtree tight to the left. Briggs takes a snap, going to hand off to Clarkson. Clarkson, a little bit of a seam, trying to get the right-hand side. He'll be stacked up. Nice open field tackle by number 2, Dylan Comer. Hold Clarkson to a gain of about 4, maybe 5.
Just nice. Of course, I like quick scores, but right here, I wouldn't mind a long, sustained drive.
They need to do that, yep.
And just punch one in with about 5 minutes left to go or less.
You got the back to do it.
Yeah,
yes,
11:32 to go in the fourth quarter. 26-14 Rockets lead over the Oak Hill Oaks. Got the ball on their own 33-yard line.
Yep. This is when you're thankful you got a returning senior all-conference back. That's for sure. Clarkson offset to Briggs right. Briggs in the shotgun. Twins to the right, Carmine Crabtree wide left. Briggs takes a snap, hand off to Clarkson again. Clarkson patient, trying to get a little bit of room on the left-hand edge. Doesn't get much. Give him a gain of about 2. He's going to be stacked up by number 44, Mikey Williams. I believe number 33, Jeremiah Gibbs, was in on the stop as well.
I was watching the DBs and the safety with that play right there, Matt. As soon as Wes stuck that ball out, they come down the run hard.
Downhill, yep.
And then right now, if you just fake that, Roger was wide open right there in the flats because they didn't even look at him. So you could almost do a little read option here, fake the handoff, and just hit him in the flats. He's going to be wide open.
Yeah, Roger Woods, another senior, hasn't got a target tonight, so this might be time to go to him here. 3rd and short. 3rd and 4. They've got it marked 4. We're going to say 3rd and 3. Empty backfield. 5 wide. Briggs in the shotgun. 2-step drop. Mikey Williams bringing heat. Briggs going to throw deep. Nice job by number 1, Carmine Crabtree, to break up an interception. That ball was underthrown. I think Wes Briggs' arm was hit as he let go of that. That was broken up by number 11, William Strickland. So like you said, Nate, this game's not over by any stretch of the imagination.
Great defensive play by Crabtree going up and knocking the ball down, making sure that Oak Hill didn't come down, and a good field position right there.
Briggs trying to make his case to Mr. McMillan. He wanted roughing the passer there. I don't think there was enough there.
Yeah.
It's good play by the defense. Mikey Williams came clean.
Yep.
That's a missed block somewhere. So Scotty Davis back to punt. Landon Osborne's going to have his heels right about the 37-yard line, back in his own territory. 4th down and 3.
You fake this to Josh right here, direct snap.
Not where Josh is standing right now, no. So Scotty Davis is going to get the kick away.
Nice
it's going to be shallow.
Oh.
Muffed, we got a shot at it. And Osborne got it off the carom.
Man.
Nice play, but Aiden Arthur made that close, man.
Osborne looked like a shortstop there, get down on a hot one hot ground ball.
Yep.
Using his chest, ball bounced off his chest, and he was able to collect it and keep it in front of him by using his shoulders. So good job using his body to make sure the ball didn't get past him. But, man, that was almost a huge mistake right there.
Yeah, that's a scary situation. You got to decide whether or not you want to save yourself or the ball.
Yeah. We probably should let that ball go, but, I'm glad it turned out good for him, I guess.
Absolutely.
So number 71, Braden Myers, coming off the field again. I'm not sure if he's got maybe an injury problem or he's come off the last couple series. So he's out of the game now. Osborne in the shotgun with that stack formation to the right. Ford to his right. Direct snap to Ford, bobbles up and kicks it, and then has a little bit of room on the edge. Clarkson, open field tackle, saves a big run, holds him to a gain of about 4.
That's a good tackle by Clarkson right there. Because he's out there on no man's land on that island out there, and he broke down, didn't know if to pursue, grabbed hold of him, made a good strong tackle, slung him down on the ground.
He had that one bad read early in the first quarter, and since then he's been locked down out there. So give Mr. Ford a gain of 5. Direct snap to Ford again, bobbles it. Caught Devin Barnhill's going to wrap him up and tackle him in the backfield. That'll be a loss of about 1.5 yards, maybe. So that'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Great poise by Blaze. Is that his name, Matt?
Blaze Ford.
Blaze Ford.
That's
so
2 plays in a row he's had to do that.
Great concentration by him by grabbing the ball. And then, I thought for sure Devin Barnhill was going to have him for a loss, but he's quick, caught the ball, changed directions, and then got back to the line of scrimmage. But now he's hurt. Maybe a cramp, it looks like.
That's what he looks like. That calf's bothering him a little bit. And hats off, I want to say something about, as soon as Carmine Crabtree saw he was banged up, he came and checked on him. It's always good to see good sportsmanship amongst these kids. So hats off, tip to Carmine Crabtree there. They do have they're just going to call it an injury timeout, but he's walking off the field, so we'll stay right here. It'll be 3rd down and 6 after a loss of 1. Nice tackle by Devin Barnhill after the bobbled snap.
PJ, you got any updated stats?
Oh, yeah, let's check it out. So right now, let's see, Clarkson is now sitting at 6.73 per carry with 15 carries for 101 yards. Passing-wise, West is sitting at 10 attempts for 3 completions for 233 yards.
That's good, nice.
Average 77.6, 30% completion rate.
Real nice.
Carmine Crabtree, where's he at? 213 yards.
Yeah, 213.
3 tutties.
71 yards per catch.
Yeah, it's a stat.
What a big night for him.
Yeah. Him and West are going to be a real problem going down the road.
Yep.
They're going to do some damage.
And see, this is, if you're Oak Hill, you're kind of up against it here because it's still a 2-score game, and you're getting pretty deep into the 4th quarter here.
Yep. It's crunch time.
So number 76, senior Xander Norton was in the game, Matt, over there on the left side of the defensive line for the Rockets.
So they're going to shift the formation. They were stacked up right. Now they're going to go left-hand side. Aiden Arthur's got to set this edge. Ball's on the turf again. And this time, Scotty Davis is back there, but Landon Osborne comes up with it, so it'll be 4th down and 11.
You know, once again, you know, Oak Hill, they've been their biggest opponent tonight. You know, just trying to, you know, manage these fumbles, and it just keeps shooting herself in the foot. And you got to feel bad for the kids because they're giving everything they have out there. You know, they're grinding and staying in this game. And so you hate to see that, you know. But as a Wellston fan, I want to win the game.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, you just hate to see the kids struggle like that.
I'll definitely be paying attention to Oak Hill throughout the rest of the season. Yeah. There's a few things to get ironed out, but I feel like once they do it, they're going to...
That program has been through a lot of adversity.
They have.
They've been down. So these kids, man, they got to be proud of themselves out here fighting.
Showing punt, and he does get it away as number 33. It's going to bounce to Carmine Crabtree. He'll field it. Cut up, tries to find a seam in the middle, and they're going to get a block in the back call. So Carmine returned that out to the 36, but there's going to be penalty flags all over the place.
I mean, back in the day, that probably would have been legal.
Not anymore.
But right now, yeah. Yeah, and the ref's got to play that safe right there because that's, you know. But, yeah, I mean, great effort.
So that was number 2, Dylan Comer, got cut down from behind. I'm sure that's what they're going to call. I didn't see who the guilty party was.
And that's just little things, you as a coach, not little things, but it can add up to big things. And when you're in a close game, going down the road. And so you just got to talk to your guys. Say, we got to be mentally strong. Hey, you know, we've done great here and here and here. However, if we want to grow each week, we got to work on these mental mistakes after the plays. You know, when it doesn't, a lot of our big penalties has been after the play when it doesn't even affect the play.
Right.
Away from the ball. And so that's all stuff that's correctable stuff.
So 8:31 left in the ball game. 26-14, Wellston leads. They'll take over deep in their own territory after the penalty. That's going to get them back inside the 15. So we see where the final spot is.
So 26-14.
It'll be about the 12-yard line.
Wellston
so they got a
lead.
long field.
So still 8:31 left to go in the 4th quarter.
PJ,
26-14.
double check Clarkson's rushing yards there. I didn't think he had quite that many.
Yeah, he's at 15 carries for 101 yards.
Okay, just want to make sure he didn't get some of those penalty yards credited to his rushing totals.
I will double check here.
Because I think he had 80-something going into that last drive, and I think he only had 5 yards maybe. Hand off to Clarkson over the left-hand side. Trying to get the edge. Does. Has a blocker. Clarkson up the left-hand sideline. He's going to be driven out of bounds by number 33. That's Jeremiah Gibbs. Give Clarkson a gain, another big gain of about 16, 17 yards. Maybe more.
Great job by the left side of the offensive line for the Rockets area, and then the receivers out there getting blocking downfield. But this, just watching Josh just be shifty out there. He's just so smooth and low to the ground when he's running. He just looks natural when he's running the ball. So, like I said, good job to our line, just kind of taking over right now into the game. They're just kind of overpowering the defensive line of Oak Hill right now.
If I were Coach Graham, I'd take a little bit more time on this play clock.
Yep.
It's going to run down to about 14 as they break the huddle. Wait too much longer, you give the offensive line the jitters. You don't want to do that. 7 seconds left on the clock. Briggs with 2 running backs. Going to hand off to Clarkson. Has a lead blocker. Cuts up inside the middle, and he's going to get a gain of about 3. before he's brought down. So I'm sure that's the game plan now. Just let's grind this thing out.
Yeah, I mean, just watch his shoulder shift. He's low the ground and is shifty. Just looking at him right here, almost eyeball to eyeball, at where they're at in the field, where we're at. I mean, he's just so shifty. His shoulders are back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Just always looking for a little seam. As soon as he sees a seam, he goes.
Like to see him get a score, but may not be in the cards here, depending on how this clock shakes out.
I did accidentally give him 10 penalty yards. So after those two, he's now sitting at a total of 112.
Okay, so he went over a buck, and that was his goal for tonight. He wanted to get at least 100 yards. He wants to get that 1,000 mark this year, so we'll see what happens. Briggs in the shotgun, Clarkson offset to his right. And a handoff to Clarkson again, this time to the left. Clarkson has a little bit of a seam. Going to get another first down. Big game, Josh Clarkson. Going to give him a gain of about 7-8 yards on that carry. That'll be enough for a first down. Rockets keep it moving. 7:05 left in the ball game. Clock will run after the chains are set.
The Rockets are just kind of wearing Oak Hill down right now. We got a timeout on the field. Is there an injury? I don't see an injury.
No, Oak Hill calls a timeout.
Oh, okay.
So we'll take a quick 30 seconds here on that timeout. I'm Matt Peterson, Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. We'll be back after the timeout.
Need to expand or remodel your building? Increase your inventory or have access to working capital? Let our experienced business loan team help you grow your business. We specialize in business loans. Ohio Valley Bank, a better way to bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at ovbc.com.
105.3 The Game.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member
Came out and aired the ball out like crazy, and then after the half come out, get another score, just not protecting the lead. Josh, I think he had 37 yards at the half. He's over a buck now.
Oh, yeah.
So he's been grinding it out. We were just talking during the break, Nate. I told PJ, I said, it's nice, man, when you can come out and have that high-octane offense, get that lead, and then late in the game when you need it, just say, okay, now we got a fresh back. Let's just hand it off and get the job done. So Briggs in the shotgun, Clarkson offset to his right. Hand off to Scotty Davis. Scotty Davis, left hand, goes to the left, and he'll pick up about a yard. So nice to see Scotty Davis getting another touch there. Give the defense another look.
Sorry, number 44.
Yeah, good job by the Oak Hill defense. Just kind of, they pick up on Sky pretty quick on there, but he does a good job just keeping his shoulder pads north and south, getting low, and just making sure he doesn't lose yards.
Yep.
I don't think he's lost a yard on any carry tonight. He does a good job. He has a good lower leg power and just drives when he gets hit.
So the center, Trenton Hickman, has his guys at the line. Briggs in the shotgun. Clarkson's going to be offset to his left. Got twins to the right. Grayson Sites in the slot to the right. Roger Woods wide. Carmine Crabtree wide to the left. Briggs, handoff to Clarkson. Clarkson has him seam up the middle. Nice lower the shoulder. And are we gonna get a hold or a face mask?
Scott Davis did a good job right there. Matt Lee blocking right there. He sealed that edge.
So we've got maybe a sideline warning. I didn't see much as far as Josh Clarkson just busted off about a 20-yard run, and it is a sideline warning against Oak Hill.
So Scotty Davis right there. The line did a good job of creating an initial hole. And then Scotty came over, cleaned up that linebacker, and then opened up that wide open for Josh. Josh does a good job understanding where to go, where the hole is. Instead of bouncing that outside, he saw it and then cut it up inside. So good job by Josh. And the rest of his buddies, man, helping out there.
He's having a heck of a second half, that's for sure.
They don't have an answer right now for him. And I always like to be a little aggressive right here. I wouldn't mind seeing a
throw it again.
Something down the field, yeah.
Because they're going to, I mean, if Oak Hill wants to have any shot at staying in this game, they've got to start keying on this.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can't just sit back there with your safeties, deep covering up Carmine Crabtree and just let Josh will carve you up if you do that. And
Just a little bit of play fake right here. And then that'll pull those linebackers or safety down, and I think we'll be wide open behind of them.
Everybody in the stadium wants to see Clarkson get in the end zone, but, man, I want to win.
Yeah.
I want to lock this thing down. Clarkson offset to the left, Scotty Davis to the right. Grayson Seitz in the slot to the right. Roger Woods wide to the right. Carmine Crabtree tight to the left. Briggs and a handoff to Davis. No, that's Clarkson again. So Clarkson another hard 5 yards, 4 maybe. We'll see where they spot it. We're back behind the chains now again, so I may get some of these yardage called a little bit wrong. I gave him a gain of 3 there. So I bring up 2nd and 7.
And right there, I can tell the Oak Hill defense keying on Scotty. Where Scotty Davis goes, usually Josh followed behind of him. So right there, they sold out. As soon as Scotty left, they just crashed that side. So I like to see maybe a little mix it up here a little bit.
Toss to the weak side or maybe a counter that way.
Go away from Scotty.
So we're going to line him up behind the left tackle. Clarkson offset to Briggs left. Now they'll motion Scotty to the right. So staying in that same look. Briggs in the shotgun. Going to hand off to Clarkson. Clarkson.
Looky there.
Oh, shit.
Man.
Once again,
Forced
just
collar.
barely caught by the jersey. McNeil saved a touchdown.
They're called holding.
Another big hard run by Clarkson, but they're going to get somebody on a hold. And that was a line judge to this side, so that's going to come back. Clarkson got positive yardage there, so it shouldn't hurt too bad. Well, they're going to mark it off from the spot. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 18 for the Golden Rockets. Clock at 4:48, 26-14, Rockets lead. Trying to grind this out. It's been Josh Clarkson with a little sprinkling of Scotty Davis. Briggs hasn't thrown a pass in, I can't remember the last time.
Yeah.
He's basically got 200 yards passing, 230 something in the first half.
A screen pass to Clarkson to the left side would be wide open. Right
Ideal,
here.
yep. One high safety. So starting to key on this run just a little bit. Clarkson offset to the left. Briggs are using as much of the play clock as well. There's 25 left on the play clock. They're already at the line. And now they're just going to stand up and wait. Briggs is not set, so that's what they're doing. They're going to eat this thing down to probably about 5 seconds. It's at 13 now.
4:15 on the clock, fourth quarter. Wellston lead, 26-14. Got the ball 2nd and 16 on Oak Hill's 31.
Now Scotty Davis motions out of the backfield. Snap, play fake, slant to Carmine Crabtree, catches it in the middle of the field again. This time they bottle him up, but he'll get it down to about the 15-yard line. Pick up a bunch of the penalty yards back. It's going to be awfully close to a first down. Probably bring up about 3rd and 2.
See, West does a good job on that transfer. He does a play fake, and he gets his shoulders, pops his feet around, gets his shoulders turn to make a good throw. That's a hard throw to make when you're trying to do that quick, just to do all that action and then throw on the money like that. Great throw and a great catch. And then was that Crabtree?
Yes.
So him catching that ball over the middle right there, knowing he's going to get hit, that's not an easy catch. But just that play fake is enough just to bring his linebackers up.
Yeah. That was Briggs' 2nd pass for the half.
3rd and 2. Briggs in the shotgun. I might put him under center here, but
yeah.
Clarkson offset to his left. Going to go back, toss left to Clarkson. Clarkson's going to cut it up inside. Good read. Jimmy and shaking, driving close to the goal line, inside the 5-yard line, bring him down at about the 3. Man, he wants the end zone bad. He can smell it. Everybody in the stands wants him to get in. They're going to call another hold.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I guess the good thing about that, it just keeps eating the clock up.
The,
But that's a big run.
last one I think I saw, that one I'm not sure.
I didn't see, but
I mean, he was wide open in space. There was really nobody to. Wow. Fans aren't happy about that. That's going to negate another big run by Clarkson. And that'll back the ball up to the 25.5-yard line. So now 3rd and 11.
so this is 2 down territory.
I just about run that same play to the short side, maybe. Carmine Crabtree stacked up double coverage on the left. Grayson Seitz in the slot. Scotty Davis motions out. Fake the toss, counter play to Clarkson. It's blown up in the backfield. Not entirely sure what was going on there unless they just want to eat up some clock.
Little draw play right there, and Oak Hill did a good job. Just kind of, that play right there takes time to develop. And Oak Hill did a good job penetrating the line and didn't give it any time to develop. And we're sitting at a big 4th and about 14 now.
And Oak Hill's going to take a timeout with 2:33 left.
Timeout, Oak Hill.
So we'll take a quick 30 seconds. Matt Peterson, Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. You're listening to Fox Sports 105.3 FM and 1330 WYPC AM. We'll be back after the timeout.
As a homeowner and business owner, I know how important it is to feel safe day and night. That's why I trust Willis Advantage Property Solution for complete security coverage. From smart cameras and alarm systems to access control and full smart home integration, they customize solutions that truly protect.
Are you looking for the perfect power sport vehicle? Well, come visit Pony Power Sports of Jackson. We're the same great faces you know and love at the same location and with the best selection in the tri-state area. From motorcycles to ATVs to side-by-sides. Pony Power Sports of Jackson has them all. It's where your adventure begins. Get to the pony.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA Martin & Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
Game here. 30 seconds is up. I'm not sure why we're still in a timeout. Wellston still got their guys in the huddle. Coach Seitz working on Trenton Hickman's helmet. Now they'll break. So Briggs get his troops to the line of scrimmage. Clarkson will be in the backfield with him. Now something, I'm not sure if they do this. Josh Clarkson can catch a football.
Yeah.
They threw to him a lot last year. He's in the backfield now, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him on a wheel route here because it'd be completely uncovered. Back is Wes. Going to go over the top, intended for 17, Grayson Seitz, and it's overthrown.
Turnover.
Intended for number 17.
And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I couldn't tell from this angle, but you know that right there, those streak routes or those seam routes, it's so important that you run straight down the field right there. And it looked like Wes threw it to a spot, and I don't know if Grayson maybe drifted to the middle a little bit right there, Matt. Couldn't really see from this angle, but yeah, I mean, a missed opportunity for us right there. But yeah, like I said, it's the game is 2:30. This is where we've always struggled. Well, we've had some issues in the past. You know, we feel like we got the game in hand, and and the defense may give up a big, silly run. So hopefully we can keep these guys contained right here and then end this ball game.
2:30. Well, this is not in Oak Hill's favor.
Yeah.
You know, they're a run, so you want to stick to what your identity is, but now you're kind of up against it. So Landon Osborne in the shotgun with Ford. Has to corral a high pass, and he's blown up. Number 44, Scotty Davis.
That's hit of the game right there, man.
I had Ethan Case until that hit.
Yeah, that's
man, he took the ceiling off.
Yeah, that's nice. So he just got, you miss him, and he just makes you pay for it right there.
What a read by Scotty Davis.
Like you said, Matt, earlier, he's like the Pat McAfee of our team out here.
So 2:03 left, 2nd and 14. They say 15 on the board. I think I got 14 eye test. Back to pass is Osborne. Deep over the middle, tipped.
Oh, what a catch.
And that was caught by McCabe over top of Clarkson. Clarkson had his hand in the middle of it.
I tell you what.
Or not
Osborne,
McCabe, McNeil, sorry.
Every time he's thrown, he's been under duress, and he's put the ball where only his receivers can catch it, and they've made great catches.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't throw more.
And he's in a position now where they're pretty much going to have to. Minute 34 left. 26-14, Rockets on top. Oak Hill hurry into the line of scrimmage. Still stacked up in that run formation. Osborne, shotgun, going to keep it himself. Goes to the left-hand side. Clarkson's going to cut him down. Nice job, Josh Clarkson. Osborne will pick up a first down, but Clarkson saves any more further damage.
Tripped up by 3 Rockets.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me, folks.
That wasn't a bug, was it, man?
No, it was not. That happened to me last year.
I almost had to give him mouth-to-mouth last year.
I'm just out of water. Out of water, a little parched up here.
I had my headphones off, ready to do it, but it come out.
Osborne in the gun, offset by Ford. Drops back to pass. Rolls to his right. Got an RPO. He's going to have to keep it himself. 55 giving chase. He lets loose, and it's incomplete. Ball intended for number 8, Justin Irwin, on the sideline. Bring up second down.
Yeah, Osborne's shifty. He's tough to bring down. But here we got 58 seconds left to go in the game. 26-14. Rockets look like this is going to be the first home win, the first win of the season. And crowd is sensing the victory right here.
Getting ready to line up on the fence and get their high fives on the way out. Osborne in a shotgun. 2 drop safeties, Carmine, Crabtree, Grayson, Seitz. Osborne back to pass. Barnhill giving chase. Has to get rid of it early. It's thrown way short. Intended for number 13, Grant Walker.
52 seconds left to go. No time has gone off the clock, because they've thrown here. So we got 26-14, second down 10 on their own 44-yard line. Oak Hill has a massive mountain to climb here if they want to come back and win.
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, yeah.
3rd down 10 after the incompletion. Well, they had.
Did I say 4th and 10?
Yeah, the board's behind it. They got second down here. Osborne in the shotgun, counterplay, handoff to number 8. Irwin has some room on the left-hand side. Cut down by Aiden Arthur. Open field tackle for the freshman. Nice job, number 15, Aiden Arthur.
That is a big tackle, Matt, right there, because it was just him and the running back, and he did a good job breaking down and just throwing his arms around him, wrapping him, and rolling him on the ground. So nice little counterplay for Oak Hill right there, and nothing hurt for us because it just let the clock run. They got the first down, but that's okay. Just keep the ball in front of you right here.
Ball set, so clock's ticking down inside 40 seconds to 37, 36 and counting. So Osborne in a shotgun offset to his right by Ford. And cover 3 look right now for the Rockets. Aiden Arthur back deep. Going to the right side is Osborne. Clarkson's out there waiting. He gets blocked out of play. Osborne's going to keep it, and he'll have enough for a first down.
Got a flag.
Got a flag coming in late. Looked like that tackle was high. I hope that wasn't a face mask.
Face mask.
Probably getting horse collar on that one.
It's the face mask or a hold, my face mask.
It'll be a face mask against the Rockets. So,
so, yeah, I mean, you don't want to see that. 18 seconds left to go, 26-14.
Actually, I don't think they only marked off like 4 yards there, so it can't be.
Must have
been a hold, maybe. I don't know. Hold would have been 10 yards. 16 seconds left, 15 and counting. Osborne in a gun, offset by Ford to his left. Osborne's going to keep it, roll to his left, looking to throw. Going to go deep. Carmine Crabtree almost had the one-handed pick. That would have been a sealer for him. My goodness. 6 seconds left. Bring up second down and 10. Inside Rocket territory, ball marked at the 30.
Yeah,
so
nice
Oak
job.
Hill just playing for pride right now.
Right. A good job by the defensive line for the Rockets, just kind of not letting Osborne get comfortable back there, forcing him out of the pocket, not letting him make an easy throw, and then good job by our DBs, just not letting the Oak Hill receivers get behind of him. And then almost a great interception by Crabtree.
Ford. Snap is to Osborne, trying to get the left-hand edge. Clarkson cuts him down. Not going to get by Josh Clarkson in the open field, and that's going to do it. Rockets lead at home. Win the ball game, 26-14. Your final. What a win.
Yeah. Good for these young men. Good for the coaching staff. Good for our community. You know, you hate to see Oak Hill, because they've been through it. But they had nothing to hang your heads about.
Not at all. Not at all. Hard-fought game. Like we said earlier, they've got an identity. They did it very well. There's just a couple miscues. Turnovers, I think, was a big part of it. We'll talk about that later. But your final here, as the clock runs out, 26-14. Golden Rockets lead. I'm Matt Peterson. Name Allhan and Paul Peterson. We'll be back with some final game stats and wrap-up thoughts. We'll see if maybe we can get Coach Briggs or Coach Graham. Lost it there for a minute. Maybe we can get him up here. We'll be back with the post game right after this.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than anyone else. Vinton County National Bank wants to help you build that messy, wonderful, cherished place where you can live a life you love for years to come. That's our promise. VCNB, here for you now, here for your future. Visit VCNBfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is 105.3 The Game. 105.3 The Game.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Dave Strickland will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Dave Strickland in Wellston at 740-384-2809 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Step into the charm of Arch & Eddie's, located in a beautiful 1800